Thanks for
with the haircut. With the haircut,
Friday. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub of both.
Are you guys watching? This is my favorite part. You're watching?
Okay, time to get
She has great prices.
Hope you like plaid.
I do. Who wants popcorn? Get more of what your pet loves with everyday great prices and fast free shipping at Chewy.
Oh, you're
Amazing football. You mean this one, the one with titanium? Switch to Verizon. You can trade in any iPhone and get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a new iPhone 15 Pro on us, only on Verizon.
You're probably not easily persuaded to switch mobile providers for your business. But what if we told you it's possible that Comcast Business Mobile can save you up to 75% a year on your wireless bill versus the big three carriers? If we piqued your interest, you can get 2 unlimited lines for just $30.
Calm down,
There are
buddy.
no term contracts or line activation fees, and you can bring your own device. Oh, and all on the most reliable 5G mobile network nationwide. Wireless that works for you. It's not just possible, it's happening.
Pick up. Gotta go.
Let's go!
Guys, come on. Come on. My favorite color. It's like a family thing. Mom.
Leave running behind. The new turbocharged Volkswagen Atlas does life beautifully.
Visit your Volkswagen dealer during Fall Fest and use the 2024 Atlas SE for just $399 a month. Limited inventory available.
Here at the law office of Calvin Smith, we have been fighting for the rights of Georgia families for over 20 years. Whether you or a loved one has been injured, we will be there for you every step of the way. We fight for our clients in the state of Georgia and treat each client.
Come on in, man.
Respect. Whether you are the victim of a car wreck, work injury, slip and fall, or a violent crime, or other business, call the law office that insurance companies fear. Remember, when it comes to your case,
Didn't put Michael Pittman on the
Apple
bench.
TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire TV.
Wow, that makes 2 of us who have made that mistake. And bro, I was so mad Thursday night because I'm in this bitch cooking dinner. Like, yeah, I'm finna go ahead and get ready for the game, bro. My food was ready as soon as the game started. I sat down and remembered, fuck, I left this nigga IU fucking line. I mean, the garden issue won't feed that bitch.
According to Dan Campbell, even when they're dealing with a serious case of the injury bug,
Boy,
9
that
players
shit
rolled out,
hurt.
plus 2 starters already
But
put
luckily,
on IR.
Daniel Jones made it straight for me.
DJ Gardner-Johnson. But Campbell told us,
Oh.
we went through this last season. Nobody cares. Just have to
In
realize.
the yes.
With former Lion Jeff Okuda suiting up for
What's up? What's happening, everybody? Welcome. We got the Falcons and Lions on the main TV and the sound, and then we got the Patriots and the Jets right here. Falcons starting out on offense.
Converted that fake punt in week 1 on the road in Kansas City. Desmond Ridder with a couple of game-winning drives in the first couple of games. He's got a very
All right, Diz, let's get it.
line behind him, and he's got that relationship with Drake London on the outside.
Yeah, remember they started that 4-game stint last year together. They started the first 2 this year. They really had a good connection from quarterback to receiver.
Play action start.
And Bijan Robinson gets the first touch of the day. He is
Oh,
special.
yeah.
Means a long
That was a good little hit.
He picks up 7 yards.
We got 2 games going right now. We got the Falcons and the Detroit Lions just kicked off. We also have the Patriots
Green Bay
and
is
the
coming off one of
Jets.
his better games in
Got
6
another
starts in the NFL.
Yeah, he's really done a good job. And they always talk about the fact that, yes,
Keys to the game for the Patriots. Play in the trenches. We got Jones, and Atkins. That's 3 of our top corners. That's Jonathan Jones. That is Jack Jones. That is also Marcus Jones. If anyone was taking roll.
Ritter looking for a man over the middle, and not a lot of windows there. Matt Collins was the intended target, and there is a flag thrown late
We got our first flag of the day coming by way of the Falcons and Detroit Lions. Let's see what we call it.
Carl Cheffers is our lead official.
Rolling up good gas. Brought to you in part by Stacks.
Aiden Hutchinson, you saw him declaring that he had tipped the ball. That would negate pass interference.
Oh, boom. Referee's already fucking up.
Yeah, and Hutchinson, once he touches the ball, pass interference is negated because it's considered a live ball now.
Well, you see the tip right there. Jacobs all over.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Peak of the wide receiver.
All right, refs, I'll take it back.
Would have been pass interference had it not been tipped. Here's Algier out of the backfield, and Alex Anzalone saves the drive defensively by stopping Algier short.
Man, it was straight traffic, understanding what they're trying to do, get out the flat, watching it right here, just scream down this edge, no orchestrating the traffic, staying on top, making a great time. That is just a great play by Alex Anzalone.
Anzalone.
Yeah, birthday boy.
Got a 2.5-year-old son, Cooper. He was showing us videos of. His wife, Lindsay, is expecting a girl soon as well. Bradley Pinion will boot it away. Collie with a fair catch at the 14-yard line.
The Lions actually missing a lot of niggas.
57 yards.
So, like last week, we got to take advantage of
Jared
that
Goff
shit.
makes his way out. Last week,
So
3 touchdown passes. There was a lot of pressure going on with that long interception-less streak. 383 passes.
Also, Jeff
Okudah
Okudah is making his debut for the
Seattle
Falcons.
last week.
Third all time. I mean, behind Aaron Rodgers,
And playing against the team that traded him.
and Tom Brady, you're doing something special.
402 and 399 for those two, respectively. On the 14-yard line.
My dog.
Jameer Gibbs hit the deck and the pressure coming.
Come on, Jameer. I started you, bro. Fantasy, I decided not to start.
Detroit offense, the front line is completely shifted around. Second straight week for Penei Sewell at left tackle. Matt Nelson with his second career start.
Right now, I got the Ravens defense
and the skill guys are
playing.
so important. You love Samuel.
Tyler Algier, Jameer Gibbs, Stephon Diggs, Kyle Pitts.
This kid is going to be, trust me, he's going to be a star in this league. Can block, can run routes, understands the difference
And we
between.
are very early on with a quick game break. Tyreek Hill already has 1 catch for 54 yards and 1 touchdown.
Back after a concussion kept him out against Green Bay last week. He was great in week 1.
So is he the best receiver?
Carolina. This is the rest of this defense. Part of that middle, Anderson and Ellis play inside back.
Yeah, and Ellis is a guy that absolutely I love. Now, one, I'm a little bit biased. I'm going to be honest with you. He's an Idaho kid, but his father was a great player here in Detroit. Well, a great player in Luther Ellis, a guy that I battled on several occasions and always gave me fits.
Two-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle for Detroit. Goff to Laporta. Trying to get some yards after the catch on 3rd down. It was Terrell and Anderson both there to stop Laporta shy by about 6 yards. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, Falcons forced the 4th down.
Patriots will
Already seen the physicality of this game so far with these defenses. Physical teams. Mike Hughes back to return a Jack Fox punt. Great punt. 60 yards. Here comes Hughes. But there is a penalty marker thrown on the far side of the field.
The Patriots offense coming on to the field for the first time today. Trent Brown is active. Cole Strange. Danger Andrews
crew has
from the
typically
University
been
of
lighter
Georgia.
on the penalty
Roger
side. NFL
Stevenson,
averages about
Devontae
12
Parker,
penalties a
DB
game. They're averaging 9 on this
skill
week.
position.
Holding number 20.
Got first down. Shot.
10-yard penalty. First down.
D. Alford already the second penalty in this
Hand off
contest.
Steve
This
to
is
the
the last one.
lane.
Bijan Robinson, you saw some of the special nature of this guy, why he's one of the elite rookie running backs in the National Football League. He's coming up next.
You can also see that highlight on our TikTok page. So Falcons are on game break. We're going to turn our attention to the Patriots and Jets. That is 3rd and 6 from about midfield at the logo. I'm thinking this pass is going to Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry has been a security blanket.
Did you start the Jets defense?
I did not. I actually picked up the Steelers defense to start in place of the Jets defense. That pass went to the second, by the way, so I had the right idea.
Now first down, they're going to run it. Stevenson with contact, and he will lose a yard on this one. You can already see the field.
I, however, did start the Jets defense.
Only reason I didn't is because without Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what they're going to do.
Where they just get second
Where the
long
fuck-
again. And they were getting the third manageable. Second and 11.
So what did you do at quarterback?
I was a Baker Mayfield.
Because you could have got 20 points. That's all I'm saying.
You know, I realized that, but in retrospect, I didn't want to bargain with who you wanted.
I really want to get him. I'm really trying to get him. I'm hoping Najee Harris go off this week because I'm trying to get him off. I'm trying to package Najee Harris and Gabe Davis for somebody. Because then I got to delete somebody. I got to drop somebody because Kamara come back next week.
Whiteheaded coverage. It's a good design play. Parker slows up a little early.
Artie, Coach Art.
In
In Art, we trust.
Both Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier out there. Robinson's
You would have put it on him, though. That would have been, that would have been it. Come on, Mac. Sorry, man, James. All right, Falcons. What's up?
college game right now. It's a handoff to Algier. And he comes ahead for a few yards. To show you the
And the
Detroit
Falcons
defense
not
that get a
start
chance to
off
show them
slow
earlier.
this week.
Obviously, one of the biggest storylines is can this
What do you think has played
defense
into
generate
this
a pass rush? Only one sack, none for Aiden Hutchinson so far.
Yeah, and it's Aiden Hutchinson. He's
Just
the guy
familiar.
that
Just
bounce
getting used to
around the
everything.
formation.
Getting used to everything. This is what
They
is
like
the
where
seventh
the
start.
offensive lineman is, and also try to attack.
And, you know, niggas don't play preseason.
Back so you can't get
You know they should.
You got a penalty marker thrown. They get an extra guy out on the field.
What did it tell you when you try to log into?
First charge timeout, Atlanta.
Keep telling me to try
The
different.
request for timeout came as the offense was breaking the huddle.
They have too many players. That's why they use that timeout. Arthur Smith avoiding the penalty. Back after this from FanDuel.
You think life is short? Football is short.
We ain't got no sponsors, but we trying to get picked up by Prize Picks. Prize Picks.
Also, walk homes, feel free to holler at you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Throw this first.
Maybe I should continue. I don't.
Shifting for this group because of how creative they want to be with this offense.
Multiple tight ends, multiple backs, even use a fullback in there that can play both the fullback position as well as the tight end position. So they're a really tough team to get a beat on from a personnel standpoint because you got to make a decision and then you just got to say, we're going to play base, we're going to play nickel, how are we going to do this? Right now they're in a bunch formation with motion.
Fake it to
Play
Robinson.
action. He's letting it go.
Allowing Ritter to take a deep shot.
Kyle, you showed up.
Kyle Pitts.
You slowed up on that one, by that.
Well, here are the tight ends right here. You see them right down there in the little stack
Oh, that was
formation.
good.
Both Smith and it looks like Pitts, man. Did he pull up? I mean,
Right.
you see him kind of got a
Yeah, a little bit.
little hitch in his get along right there. Something to keep an eye on.
I think so too. 3rd down and
Did he
7.
come out?
Lions will bring a little bit of pressure. Ritter floats it for London, who
Good catch, Drake.
I think Cam Sutton wanted an offensive pass interference. Instead, it's 28 yards to London going up to get it.
Well, we can see the plan right now for the Lions and the Blues outside. One-on-one coverage. When you get one-on-one coverage, you got to win early to win late. You see him win early, gets that separation at the top of the route. Nice concentration come down with that ball. High pointed.
Yeah, there's my line.
Second quarter touchdown last week for Atlanta.
What's happening, chat? Who in the chat? Let us know. Holla at us. Who is your team playing today? Will your team win? Who you got in fantasy? Holla at us.
Anzalone's just been all over the field so far early. Here is Anzalone right there, the middle linebacker. Watch him punt. I love the angles he's been taking. Defeats the fullback. Now the angle to the sideline. And that's right. You want to get a hit. The guy's not out of bounds yet. He's still fighting for yardage. Put him on the ground. Challenge the quarterback.
Oh, no. Come on.
Second Detroit sack of the season. This belongs to Benito Jones.
That was definitely, he got back there too quick. Who fucked up on the line?
It's a full slide protection, and you're going to watch these two guys in the middle not being on the same page. That center, right guard's a little bit late getting over there.
Right guard, Chris? Come on, bro.
You see right there, and just a split.
Speed up!
To the quarterback. One thing about this Atlanta group, they're really good run blockers. They have struggled a little bit in pass protection.
3rd and 16.
3rd and long for Ritter.
Come on, back-to-back sacks,
The
yo.
Lions have been looking for shows up here in week 3. Barnes the sack.
Adam, we always talk about escape route of the quarterback. You're going to get a chip right at the very top of this formation. Tight end's going to chip, turn it over to right tackle. You have to
Kyle
know
Pitts
right
hurt
now,
himself.
step up in that hole if you can. Throw the ball away, but Barnes comes off the edge after double team and still is able to get to the quarterback. But Gary on that block right there.
It's only one person to do that.
Makes sense. So whenever I make something, I'm going to see it.
A solid return, barrels over his own man and takes it out past the 30-yard line. Aaron Glenn was getting a lot of criticism this week for the lack of pass rush, the lack of creativity. But Jones and Barnes have 2 sacks, more than they had combined in the first 2 games.
Lunch? Yes, please. That'll be $23. You're at. It is for our economy ultimate passengers who paid extra. I'll just have one.
That's far ball, and barely even on the field has been Nicole Hardman. Didn't even take an offensive snap. Caught one last week.
Yeah.
They have weapons. I mean, they just have to block people and have to run a football together and make it easy on the quarterback. 2nd and 7. And they're coming across quickly. The Patriots. Julius Peppers got to cook and tripped them up. No gain. Yeah, this is what makes right outside there.
I didn't make no prize picks today. But don't let that stop y'all, prize picks. I just forgot. What? Luckily, I got the rest of Zadig. The rest of Zadig to make my picks of the prize. Oh. Like he just spun around until he got this. Jeff fell.
This
So we are posting highlights in real time via TikTok. You can follow us at Curtis. My phone right here. As Alex P steps away. So Falcons game is on the break right now. So we got the Jets punting back to the Patriots off of 4th and 15.
That's a loss of 7. Jets had 5 yards of offense and 2 possessions now. With 1 first down. Check the whistles here.
Ball start. Offense number 48. 5-yard penalty. No 4th down.
You got to feel for the Jets in some sense, man.
Patriots have dropped back.
I think you found the answer with, Aaron Rodgers coming to town.
The game ended on a Marcus Jones 80.
Sad to see, man. Sad to see.
Punt return for a touchdown.
And the last time the Jets were here,
Exactly. They ended. Xavier Gibson with that electrifying.
amazing moment here.
Good punt here. We got a return from Jabril Peppers. Nice return, probably about 20-yard return there. All right, Patriots still up 3-0. Still up 3-0. We got the Lions taking over. Where are they? About the 40-yard line, going left to right. This Jahmyr Gibbs with a nice run. Start off the drive. You do have a flag on the play, so this may be coming back. And it is coming back.
I don't have to ruin any more birthday parties. Yeah, that ship is sailed. Let's go get you that iPhone. Here we go. Come on now.
Gotta make it 1st and 20 for the Detroit Lions, shooting themselves in the foot. Tyreek Hill has already scored for my fantasy team today, so that is a good thing. I did not start Nico Collins. I should have. What? I have to go with Michael Pittman.
Falcons ain't fuck shit up, had it.
I don't know. The Detroit Lions just had a flag on the play, which brought them back 10 yards, making this 1st and 20, but they have gotten all of those yards back, it looks like.
Hey, yo. What the? WT Fiddlesticks.
Going to be in the middle of the football field, catching the ball, does the tough, dirty work, block the safeties. There is zero fear when it comes to receiving from Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's one of my favorite young players.
My fault, I'm in rock.
My favorite target was dealing with a toe injury this week and was good to go today. Goff on the slant, connects again. This time it's
So,
he's
is it a good play? Because I ain't seen it.
He's got the first down seemingly.
Oh, Lord.
With those Iowa tight ends, isn't there? Just a little simple in-cutting route. Just something simple there, and then put your head down, get after guys, keep fighting, keep those legs driving, let them big hogs get in there. Look at everybody coming in to the rescue.
Good job on the run defense.
Hey, yeah, it might be, bro.
Inside this season,
Kyrie was handling.
he is there for the stop after a short gain. Keep an eye out on Campbell. He's seeking his 100th career sack today.
Cowboys fan in the chat. Cowboys fan in the chat. Beware.
Trenches. And right there, I mean, you think of him as a big power guy, but there does a quick swim on the other line of scrimmage.
All right, you got 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9.
That quickness still and that ability still in your 16th year, it's pretty amazing. 37 years.
Shotgun snap. We got the blitz coming through. They are.
Delivers towards the sticks. Ravens got the
Yo.
inside the
Get home, but just a second too late.
Richie Grant came in with some pressure from the safety spot. Goff was protected with time.
And Goff just taking it right down. I mean, he is right down, staring down the brush. He's going to deliver on time. Knows he's going to take a hit by Grant right there. You love a quarterback. Doesn't even flinch. Just keeps his eyes downfield. Is not looking at the rush. Jared Goff is one of those guys we don't talk about.
Just don't
Everything
give
he gets is a top 10 quarterback. And we don't talk about him in those terms. Telling you what, this team does what people think it can do. We're going to talk about him being a top 10.
And it off for Zonovan Knight. They'll push ahead near the 30-yard line for a few. Let's join my friend Carissa Thompson. She's got a game break. CT.
Thanks so much, Adam. So the Saints wanted to get this offense going early, and they did just that right here. Derek Carr to former Packer Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown in 2 years.
Whoa, Saints scoring touchdowns today.
One of those 2-0 teams, CT, out of the NFC. 3 teams out of the NFC South coming in at 2-0. Don't forget the Lions will play the Packers on Thursday night this week. Short week coming up. Those 2 NFC North foes. Inside the little flip, and Gibbs fights for the first down.
First
Down
down.
to 20.
Come on!
Detroit continuing to move the football.
I love Penny Sewell. This guy playing
Penny.
right tackle. Now all of a sudden he's going to move in here to left tackle. Watch him on the trap. Inside, come across,
Penny.
out the linebacker. Guy moves like he's about 235-pound
The Jets
linebacker.
and
He's
Patriots are playing
335.
in a
He
monsoon.
is not a good player, but
It
he
is
is a
3rd and 3 for the
great player.
Patriots.
Number 7 pick 2 years ago out of Oregon.
As the Lions have 1st and 10, another handoff, not getting anywhere. Matt Jones drops back, and we have a drop
He's one of the
pass
most physical
from
quarterbacks
Ramondre
you're gonna find in the
Stevens.
league.
Something we
6'1",
don't see often,
194. He just turned
and I
25
think
years old.
rain
yesterday.
has something
Yeah, there's
to
a
do
lot
with
of
it.
guys that will cover, right?
But as my coach used to tell me in high school, when it's raining, take the gloves off.
AJ Terrell, when you put him on tape, he's one of the good, young, or great young cover corners, but this kid is tough. He will defend the run.
5-minute drive with its 9th play here. On second
Goff
down,
gets the pass. He looks sidearm throw.
Ellis immediately comes to the tight end to wrap him up for a loss.
That didn't do anything.
Their leading tackler so far this season coming over from the Saints.
Yeah, we taking all that players. What Saints?
Just the awareness.
Punt by the Patriots to start the Jets within their own 10-yard line for this next drive. Once they come back from the commercial break in the monsoon. 3rd and 14 for the Lions.
Oh, they're going down.
Come on, Rob.
Well, Goff stood in there. It's going to be short of the line to gain. Raymond makes
Once the Falcons defense, once the offense catches up to the defense, we're gonna be in much better shape because these niggas is bending but not breaking like a motherfucker. And if they would have went for it on 4th down, they wouldn't have got it. Because the Falcons defense is best we've had since 2017.
Especially when you play up front. Like you
Been
got
a
to
long
understand
time.
those guys are better than you.
37-yard try.
It's been not long.
Field goal attempt with the Lions.
Not running.
To force overtime last
Trying to have
week
the
against
points cherry broken for the day.
And this one is
And
good
it
as
has
well.
been.
Lions strike first.
Lions
in
get on the
opening
board
quarter.
with
It's
the
the
field
first
goal
points
from 37
allowed in
yards
the
out,
first quarter
making it
by the
3-0.
Atlanta Falcons this season.
If I could speak candidly. All right, both games. Let me check my fantasy.
We are on a game break here from everything.
Da-da-da. So in the which league is this? That's the Goodfellow League. I am losing by 4 points. But that's because the guy I'm playing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people playing versus my 1, 2, 3, and one that already. Shout out to George Kittle, bro. That nigga showed up. Got me 16 points.
Kittle George.
For like the first 3 years, I thought he was Greg Kittle. But no, it's actually George. So I got George Kittle and George Pickens.
A bunch of Georges.
George! That's such an old man ass name.
Why your name George?
What's up, little George? Yeah, I think Kyle Pitts got hurt. I'm checking to see if somebody done said something. Cause
Injury updates are welcome.
who done said something about Kyle Pitts? So the big question I'm gonna pose for the chat and for my colleague here: did you guys see the ass whooping coming by Oregon last night? I root for Prime and I want Colorado to do good, but I knew they was gonna get their ass whooped. I was arguing with Buddy at the barbershop, and he swore up and down all crazy, and that whatever pack I smoked on the way to the barbershop, I shouldn't smoke it again. So I think about making my rounds up there tomorrow and be like, bro, I told y'all.
Nielsen on the left, his first year as defensive coordinator for Atlanta. Aaron Glenn on the right, his third year as the DC for Detroit. Both defenses playing very sharply in the early going.
All right. Falcons back to the ball back.
Head over into the end zone for a touchback. Not too late to play today's Fox Super 6 free-to-play game. Download the Fox Sports app right now and enter for free for a chance to win your share of $10,000 in weekly cash prizes. This game is expected to be close, with a young quarterback in Desmond Ritter, an upstart Atlanta team off to a 2-0 start to their season. Trying to get the 3-0 for the first time in 6 years.
Falcons.
Lions
Yo.
with a
Hey, yo.
surprising win in Kansas City on opening night against the reigning champs, and then a tough overtime loss last week here at home against Seattle. Bijan Robinson with a block from Kadarius Hodge and a tackle.
Very hard to tackle that man. Pause.
His first carry of the game leads for a good run.
Adam, you saw everything on that play. You saw the quickness, the ability to cut, and then the one thing you don't expect, the power, the shoulder down, same foot, same shoulder, run through the tackle of Rodriguez and get yourself some extra yards. Look at the power right there. Anticipation, the ability, that contact balance. He is special.
His first 100-yard game as an NFL player last week against Green Bay. They'll toss it to him this time on the inside toss. And they'll push it ahead.
Feed him. Feed that man.
Rookie out of Texas, number 8 pick overall, unanimous All-American, and the Doak Walker Award winner last year, 18 touchdowns. Originally from Tucson, Arizona, went to high school out there. His mom, Lamore, named him after the Persian fashion designer Bijan, that means hero in Persian.
Hero.
Raised by his mom and his grandparents Cleo and Jerry. Cleo is a former Pac-12 official. And of course, his great uncle Paul Robinson, a 2-time Pro Bowl running back in the 1960s. Janu Smith motions out wide on 2nd and 8.
Oh, Kyle Pitts is back in the game.
Play clock winding, they get the snap off.
Yes.
Ritter over the middle, he's got Kyle Pitts. And Pitts has the first down out near midfield.
What a weapon Pitts is. So big, so strong.
I would like to say how lame
Split out,
CBS is for not showing
He's got so much more
another
size.
game on TV.
This really nice design by the Falcons.
Got a lot of different chess pieces that can move in a lot of different spots. We'll see if their offense can get going. The Detroit defense finally showing up with some pressure. 3-0 to the second.
That's the end of the first quarter in Detroit. Falcons down 3-0. The Chargers over the Vikings right now, 7-0. The Saints over the Packers right now, 7-0. The Texans up 7-0 over the Jaguars. The Dolphins 14-6 over the Broncos so far. All of these games are getting towards the end of the first quarter. The Browns are up 3-0 over the Titans. Sad shit.
With no one bringing any help to my fantasy team right now. Well, it looks like the Broncos have scored. All right. Russell Wilson with the touchdown.
Damn, the one time this nigga Oxney,
I just dropped him this morning too.
He been sitting on my bench in one leg. Oh shit! I just realized something. I started Raheem Mostert. He only got 2 carries for 21 yards. Yeah. Ashton sitting smooth with 10 points on my bench.
3 catches for 17 yards. That's something. But that's not gonna work. All right, I see what kind of day this gonna be.
First of all, how this nigga I'm going against got Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson and Chris Olave.
We let him do it.
We did.
We expected this kind of a game, right? The conditions coming in.
But luckily, Justin Jefferson ain't doing that. Oh, he do got me Raheem Mostert.
And he protects the football, kind of an outcome. But right now, the Jets are not off to a great start on offense. That kind of looks like.
Hey, this that is something different. I was just a fuck. I don't want to get the feelings up and try to do something.
Yeah, second job. See the game on with it now. Let's see what we got here. Streaming issues here.
What? Back to that.
Today, then had 7 straight completions.
Started the second quarter.
For Atlanta, 3 touches and 20 yards. Lions at 2 sacks in that first quarter. Pushing it out from near midfield. Crack toss for Robinson, and an excellent defensive play by the fellow rookie out of Alabama. The second-round pick, Brian Branch, has played really well the first 2 games.
I'm telling you, I think it's the toughest
Cuz
position.
got his mouthpiece inside, top of his head.
Because you've got to have the skills of a cover guy, but also have the just instincts of a linebacker. And this kid has got it. Brian Branch in the backfield.
Sandy Creek High School in Tyrone, Georgia.
Sandy Creek.
Played against the Atlanta
We
Falcons.
used to beat their ass in high school.
Another empty set with
I know we played in 1 year or 2 years.
Robinson to the slot to the right. He went over the
Oh, good throw and catch by Desmond Ritter to Kyle Pitts.
Atlanta first down to the 38.
You know, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed this, but when you're this good as a rookie, you can just stick your mouthpiece to the top of your helmet, right? You don't even need
I already called it. I beat you to
I'm
it.
so good, I don't even need my mouthpiece.
This is more decorative than anything else.
It's a helmet mouthpiece.
I'm in my accoutrement era right now.
When you do that, you get confidence. That's all I'm saying.
Tyler Algier
Falcons in Lions territory. Tyler Algier in the back. And it's a play action. I'm about to say, get rid of that thing. Good throw and catch. Kyle, that's Jonathan Smith.
Leaping up top, the 7th-year man with a reception for 12.
Well, this is just a typical flood route. You're just essentially throwing off the underneath coverage right here. You're just going up the field to the corner here, underneath there, keeping it off. And Smith with just a beautiful reception, but really nice layered route combination and reading that out as the quarterback. That guy plays short underneath, you throw it deep. Pretty easy stuff.
Versus 10 for the Falcons.
Algier.
Tyler Algier is running. Staying up. Just go down. Niggas should chances to see
Algier. And the rest of the crew, led by Charles
Patriots
Harris,
second
finishes
and
it off.
5.
Not much of a gain, if any, on the play.
How about that one, too?
Right
I mean,
outside.
he's still standing. Hey, he just walked back to the huddle. All right, 4 guys got me. They finally stopped me. I'm not going around. I'm just not going to do it. The power of Algier and just
And there's a
quickness
flag.
and elusiveness of Robinson special combination.
Because our offensive
Robinson's back in there now as the setback.
And I was play action pass.
Ritter floats it.
Ritter.
Smith is brought down.
John Smith,
This is
formerly of the
Defonso
Patriots.
Melifonwu. He is going to be key today. He made
There's
1 start
nothing
last
on
year.
the
He's getting the start today with Kirby Joseph dealing with a hip injury.
His mama don't
Well,
even
he's
start.
right here off this play action. You watch, he steps up, reads it, gets out, sees the tight end, trying to leak out on the wide delay. Not having it.
Second and 16 for the Patriots. Second and 16 after the holding call, shooting ourselves in the foot. Delayed handoff goes back to Ramondre Stevenson with no carry.
Brian Branch as he stepped in front of
Game.
Drake London. Another thing that this slot corner has to do. You might defend a tight end, you might defend a back, or you might defend the top receiver.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter for the Patriots and Jets. They're underwhelming score 3-0 at the end of the first quarter in their monsoon.
Coming over the top, but what a play by the young.
Falcons are trying to even this up here with a 48-yard field goal.
He hit the game winner with a minute left last week against Green Bay, his 8th career game winning field goal.
Good kick. It is.
One of the more reliable kickers in the game.
If you got Young Way cool on your fence.
I really like how both defenses have played in this first half so far, but Ritter and company get points.
The Bills are now up 10-0 over the Commanders. I think we all saw that coming. Josh Allen is 6'4", 83 yards with a touchdown that went to none other than Gabe Davis.
On my bench.
Ravens are up 7-0 right now on the Colts. They're a few minutes into the second quarter. Gardner Minshew has posted a 6 completions off 9 attempts for 27 yards, which is terrible. Michael Pittman with 3 catches for 17 yards for my fantasy keeping. And Lamar Jackson is perfect for the day, 7 of 7, 89 yards. And he also added 4 carries and 26 yards and a touchdown. Lamar looking like Lamar of old.
That defense got me 12 points so far.
And we'll probably look to add more. Got a tie game with the Titans and the Browns. Dolphins and Broncos are on a game break. 7-14 is the score. Dolphins there.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
So you got 3 games that just ended the first quarter. That will be the Texans, Jaguars, Broncos, Dolphins, and Bills and Commanders. And also add the Patriots and Jets to that list. It looks like the Falcons and Lions are the furthest along for the day with 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Yeet.
Oh, excuse me. The Dolphins and Broncos are now at halftime.
Halftime? What the fuck?
There was clearly no flags, no timeouts being called here. Russell Wilson is 5 of 7 for the day, 61 yards from touchdown. Javonte Williams still trying to find his way back after tearing his ACL. He's got 4 carries for 13 yards. And Cortland Sutton with the 1 touchdown today for the Broncos. And that is our game updates. And the Falcons are back.
The defense is holding thus far. A couple of field goals on both sides for Koo and Patterson. Bradley Pinion boots it away.
The last drive by the Falcons showed some kind of promise.
The Detroit Lions are celebrating women in football, and prior to today's game, the Lions celebrated the approximately 70 young women who participated in the Lions Girls Flag Football League. They hosted a panel to discuss the importance of inclusiveness in the sport with a focus on girls' participation in football. I saw a great story from yesterday. Division III Shenandoah University, Haley Van Boris got a quarterback hurry, playing as one of the first women to play in a college football game that's not a kicker. You saw Jill Costanza and Sarah Hogan, both on staff, on field. Jill's the director of sports science, and Sarah is the director of coaching operations.
Tuba ran for the running back. All right,
yeah, big strike last week against Seattle, but they could not connect there.
Wow, I mean, just right here at the bottom, or top of your screen, and this all play action, right?
Just laid that foot.
Try to get that one-on-one matchup with the safety. Bates down there, he is wide open, but Goff just misses over the outstretched hand. You can see Goff. Yeah. I mean, that's his disgusted look, by the way. I mean, it's not much different from his happy look because he's
sacked by the
Patriots. He's stoic for the most part. Nothing much there for Gibbs. Timmy Horn and Taquan.
I was going to say,
blame Google, y'all. It's not me, I promise.
I was going to say.
I would imagine that these two defenses are so focused on the inside to try to stop these two elite backs.
Yeah, there's no question about that. And the rotation, you mentioned the names, Timmy Horn, the rotation up front. They're going to try to keep their guys fresh up front on defense throughout the entirety of this football game.
So it's worse than kind of the throwback game we're expecting. Falcons load the line. They bring four. Goff throws.
I was about to say, what?
St. Brown.
How?
Bates runs him out, and a flag is
I was
thrown.
about to say.
This play may not stand.
19-yard pickup, but we'll check the marker.
That is a pick. I think they're going to get them for an OPI.
Wonder where they learned that from.
For a two-man route combination with a slant and then just a rail route by the inside receiver. You watch it right here. Here's the two guys, and just watch the pick happen. Boom, here comes the slant. He throws his hands up late. Reynolds does, but the ref's just not buying it. Neither am I.
There's no foul on the play for offensive pass. Contact by the defensive player.
Come on.
So once the defensive player initiates, if it's ruled that the defensive player initiates it first, it takes out the guidelines for offensive pass interference.
Well, that's just, you're not fighting through that, right? I mean, you're not going to fight around that because you're going to get beat. You're going to be on the hit with the inside receiver. So you want to try to fight through it. That one surprises me a little bit.
Right.
Ends up being
Referee's trash as fuck.
46. And there's Craig Reynolds getting the carry. Reynolds, the
Ref should be fined for making bad
today with
calls.
a flag thrown in midfield.
And another flag.
Brady
Let's see if
Cherry,
they make
first
up
time
for
we
the
said his
last
name, he was in on the stop.
Holding. Number 90. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
So David Onyemata, who looks fairly surprised about the call, the former Saint, gets tagged with one as well. Matt Nelson, who is starting at right tackle today, he's down. And this is already a patchwork offensive line for Detroit with the injuries. This is a penalty on Onyemata.
Yeah, you'll see him right here on the inside. That's Jackson.
Yeah.
Hold it so he can't get to the
They always
second
funny
level.
when niggas be like, what I do?
Did not let go inside.
Looks like hold.
They're checking
Shit's
on
pretty
Nelson.
blatant there, buddy.
Looks like hold.
Hey, he was still trying to justify the shit.
All right, we are at a game break. I am not checking my fantasy stats right now because I am afraid. Because of the lack of production, I got mostly all my players in one league playing at 1 o'clock.
I hate when that happens.
So I'm not checking right now. So hopefully your fantasy players are coming through for y'all today.
You said you started Raheem Mostert.
I did.
You got your 11 because I'm going against him.
All right. Thank you there. That's not the league I'm worried about. Christian McCaffrey already spotted me 22 on it.
Yeah, that's the league I'm undefeated. It's the other league I ain't got to win in. I'm 0-2. Playing Dante.
Shout out to my boy P-Time. P-Time bang to the left. It's all good. We understand it, my boy. We understand.
He only got me by a point so far. Because Derrick Henry got him negative 0.10. Ramondre Stevens got 2.2. Sam Laporta got 6.2. Zach Moss got 4.6. He got Young Way cool.
That's the best thing he got going.
And then the Pack, he just lost some points. Because it was like the Saints might have scored. That's 14-0.
Let's check on that.
And he has the Packers defense.
Saints did, in fact, just score. Watch it with Michael Thomas on the bench.
I just needed to not be Chris Olave. Kicker for the fucking
DoorDash.
49ers got this man 12 points.
Oh, Jimmy Graham.
Matt Nelson.
Is Michael Thomas hurt? He has no catches, no yards from his day.
Had to get carted off
Michael Thomas is
signed
just
to the practice squad this
sorry.
year with the Colts in preseason. Was with the Detroit last year.
This thing calling those slants.
Stops. Lows.
What the fuck happened there? Sam Laporta. Fuck, I'm going to miss him.
Laporta goes deep. We got Zeke on a toss.
Why was that nigga that wide open?
Zeke up there. Let's look at the play breakdown here. Communication. What went wrong here?
He's becoming a star. Get that football for the mantle.
Well, the route, I love this, right? We talked about the flood route. Watch him at the top of the
Oh,
stem.
I see what happened.
He gets Grant, comes back the opposite way.
Number 33. Somebody between number 33 and just base. One of them niggas fucked up.
Running, his sensibility, how he understands coverage. You saw it all right there.
Longest Lions play of the early season so far. And Sam Laporta, who's already racking up catches as his first NFL score.
Talk about become an elite quarterback, a top 10 quarterback. That's what Jared Goff is. The first thing you have to do is you roll out here, stare in the face of pressure, know you're going to take a hit like Calais Campbell, and deliver a perfect strike to Laporta.
Nico Collins has 0 points, so it looks like that is a good mistake that I made.
They do everything. And look at just the excitement, the joy on his face.
That was lame.
5 targets, 5 catches, 67 yards, and a TD from Jared Goff. Almost, he said. He almost got me in pressure. Instead, it's Laporta.
Uh-oh, Patriots.
I don't know what it is in the water up there.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
It's like every tight end that plays there.
This is why. Didn't I start the business?
I think they just give him ethanol.
Pharaoh.
That's all it is.
My God.
Who
Thought it would be you.
Okay.
Not me.
Don't actually take that heat. Please
Look
don't.
at it.
It's a 10-3 lead for Detroit.
Who would have thought?
Laporta was the first NFL rookie tight end ever with
That's
5
our
or more
third
catches in
string
each of his
tight
first
end.
2 games. He's got
After Hunter Henry, after Mike Gesicki, then you get to Pharaoh Brown.
And one thing the Patriots gonna do, boy, they're gonna have a tight ends. Teddy B, Teddy Bridgewater, he should have kept 50, bro. I'm mad at fucking shit.
Been accurate. He's 9 for 11. You know, Desmond Ridder, 7 for 10, 71 yards. Trying to get a little traction now for Atlanta's offense.
I know your inclination is to push the ball down the field, but you know what you want to do it with? Number 7.
I'm about to say, we gotta feed Bijan.
Robinson
Bijan Robinson.
Falcons out here with 3 tight ends.
No relation to Bijan.
Take it to Robinson. Hutchinson in front of Ridder from a shoulder angle. The pass is floated a little high for Pitts, and Ryan Branch making another impact play, getting a fingertip on it.
You know, I just do a quick little 3-step drop, get a slant, get a pass completed to
They should have hit 85. Watch 85. Right there. That's what you should have hit.
Not afraid to do both.
Yeah, just simplify the offense for them right now.
Underneath the tight end right
Get
there.
a high percentage completion.
A little creativity here. They faked it to Algier. They gave it to
Don't
Robinson
like
on the
that play
reverse.
call though,
Good
north
job
and
by
south.
Jerry Jacobs, another Atlanta native, coming over to chop him down after a short gain. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, he's just following him when he goes into that movement motion. Follows him across the football field, makes a great tackle on the edge.
The Falcons been a second half team, but y'all gotta do some shit in the first 2 quarters. Woo. Kyle Pitts, 1-on-1.
It's coming. Ridder, 1-on-1. Incomplete for Pitts. Cam Sutton in coverage.
Detroit has made a statement. We're bringing pressure, means we're going to give up the one-on-ones on the outside. Are our guys at cornerback better than your guys? This time, Sutton was.
Good job by the cornerback to look back at the ball.
Well,
Another punt after the second Atlanta 3 and out of this opening half. Fair catch on a 47-yard punt from Pinion.
Jets fans don't look too happy to be in the rain.
And Ragon and the Falcons. Meanwhile, Goff takes over.
I got the job. Yeah, I feel like it's all.
That reminds me of Bill O'Brien when he had the great offense with Brady and had Compton guys there. Here's the run back. That's a good one. It's Gibson. He gets thrown down after a nice return. Phillips got him at the end. So you got all these three tight ends, one receiver on the field. So you're going to cheat the safety. Most likely you've got deep third, cheated deep third, and one of these two right here. So has to take a vertical route, and the play thing holds you. But miscommunication right there. Whitehead and Gardner.
By the way, clean pocket too. The very first play after Quentin Williams went out.
You're exactly
They know they were going to have more time.
And believe me, there was a big difference.
They look happy.
Well, this
I
defense,
y'all 0-2.
a little pressure to that guy when he's in there.
Jets bring in Trinity Pluckett. An additional tight end. They hand it off to Reese. And he is tapped quickly by Jawan Bentley.
I have always felt like the easiest way
Trying to make
to help a young quarterback or someone who's in a tough spot. What's the number one cover?
Score alert!
Like 90% of the time, it's first step. Trying to stop the run. Everyone says, stop the run. It's easier to throw on that down.
Sorry, I wasn't familiar with the game.
I put him in those situations to throw.
I didn't know.
Second
Second 12. Zach Wilson looking, scanning, complete.
The Jets are back positive yardage for the game as they pick up about 6 or 7.
This is the best play. Zach Wilson.
3rd and 3. Zach Wilson. Let's not let him get comfortable.
And not hanging on the receivers over and over again.
With the do-rag hanging out underneath his head.
Danger of another 3 and out. They have in this game so far. One.
All right, so you got 3rd and 3. I'm looking for possibly a draw or something quick over the middle.
10 against Dallas. Patriots. Blitz. Wilson. Buying time, throws it off his back foot, throws it away.
Pressure. 3 and out. 3 and out. You gotta look.
Meanwhile, the Lions got a nice little run by Junior Gibbs on first down.
Lions after a 3 and out, an 11-play field goal drive, and then the strike to Laporta to close out their last series.
You know how much easier play calling is when you have that kind of success on first down for Dan Campbell? Right? You feel like, everything is wide open to us right now. Convert, put us in 3rd and short. It's all good.
Kirk Cousins with his first touchdown of the play.
Short, fake to Gibbs, give it out to St. Brown. Good job by Atlanta defensively. D. Alford was there first, and the rest of the crew joined in. It'll be 3rd down coming up. Down to Christina Pink we go.
Yeah, guys, Matt Nelson still getting that.
Yes, Christina Pink. Show her face, please.
Questionable to return, so that's being tested up front.
And Skipper, as you mentioned, signed the practice squad this week. Career high 16 games last year. He had to play guard, a position he hadn't really played since college last year. At times played well. He's out there at right tackle right now.
3rd and 4, motion man, shotgun. He's looking, he scans, he lets it rip.
It's a first down to Collie Raymond out near midfield.
Mr. Raymond, who made our top 5 plays of the week last week.
Shout out.
Just in the slot right there across the formation. Nice sharp cut in front of the safety, behind the linebackers, and Goff just on time, accurate throw with the football.
Raymond, an Atlanta native, went to Greater Atlanta Christian in Norcross. Played against this hometown team. Right. He's looking to open up another one. Instead goes up. He went to Sam Laporta and Caden Ellis this time.
might be a
says,
hit
I'm
of the
going to give
week.
the
Not
best to you. Those two have already had a couple of collisions today.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's just right on Idaho. Stay low, same shoulder, same foot, drive. Oh, yeah, throw them around. I love it. I love it.
Physical in the middle of the field. That's what we thought we'd see today.
I guarantee you Sam Laporta loves it too. Okay, it's on. I love the matchup.
That's really fun with those two young players. Ellison is 50 year out of Idaho. Falcons bring an extra man. Caught on the slant. That is a tight
They straighten y'all, not defense.
for a first down to the 40 of Atlanta.
I love it. I just love Almond Ross, St. Brown, everything you do inside. All these inputs, the slant right there, set up the DB, AJ Terrell, cut inside of him. And I tell you, all that is he sets a tone. There's very few receivers over the course of history. It's like, guys like Hines Ward and Steve Smith Sr. that set a tone. Almond Ross, St. Brown does that in his Lions team.
He was in motion. They give it to Zonovan Knight. And Zonovan Knight with a nice run.
Not
So
Jimmy
about
Gibbs.
8 on the play. Second-year man out of North Carolina State. First appearance this season. Was signed to the active roster. He was with the Jets last year. Kind of helped them out when Breece Hall was injured. Getting an opportunity with Montgomery banged up today.
I love it, though. I love that. Hey, you put in Dan Skipper. We trust him. He got a game ball last year when he started to guard. Right off the ball, run right at him. Does a really nice job.
Goff, play action.
Y'all going 8 up, bro. What's going on? Then 20, you ain't even touching niggas. Pause.
And it's first down and goal.
Just getting on the toes of the DB. This is what they say. Get on his toes, right? Make him commit.
My turn.
They get out on a tight break over the top of your stem. That is route running.
Almost seeing Alex P take a fall.
If you run around,
Players ain't gonna do that.
you can't cover.
All right, let's go, Patriots. We got the ball.
It's on the toes of the DB.
Let's not get cute. Just control the clock with some monsters.
Jared Goff, 14 of 16. That's how he started last week, too. He had a great, efficient start to his passing game.
Anybody but Amar Watson.
A little cut. Jared Goff stumbles and he gets brought down. Mike Dupree got a piece. It almost
got skates.
Goff was going to stumble his way to the end zone, and Dupree just got enough to bring him down. It'll be second and goal.
Not necessarily Goff's strength right here.
Alice
Not
with
what
the
we call a fluid athlete. And that's all right. Get down.
Trying to nigga out till you do some shit.
I'm all right with that.
It's a big gain of a few. 7 straight completions for Goff. 5 for 5 on this drive.
And the man of the restaurant.
Second and goal from the 7.
You super chat.
Give it to Gibbs. And he's stacked up. David Onyemata. Boy, when you got
If y'all gonna score, can it be
Jerry
Jerry
and Campbell, those are 3 stout, athletic bodies on the front for Atlanta.
He just reestablishes the line of scrimmage. He is so good.
As a
Onyemata
Patriots
right
fan,
there,
the
shucking.
Juju Smith
Center away. I mean,
signing, I
Onyemata.
don't understand.
Onyemata,
yeah.
sister,
Bring in the
He
guy,
owns them all for crying out loud.
pay him all this money.
Atlanta, he's back
Don't
to Ryan
adjust the needs
Nielsen,
of the
doing
offensive
D-line
line.
coach
Try to
in
drag.
New Orleans.
That
Third
tackle
and
should have
goal.
went there to at least give matches. Jared Goff with the shotgun. He is dropping. He doesn't see this guy coming.
Come on.
Jesse Bates.
That's uncatchable.
That
He
is
threw it
that-
out of the end zone.
An uncatchable pass. It should void the flag. They should pick this up here.
Contact. 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact. Number 3.
Prior to the pass, that was my hold.
After distance to the goal. Automatic.
So to press set it down.
We got to see this replay, bro.
So that'll be first and goal.
So you got Jesse Bates who's playing in the safety position. He's got a guy
Right there, and then
coming across him.
Jones right
Sees a
there.
guy.
Can't
Well
do
beyond
that.
5 yards at that point.
You
can't do that, bro.
Not a great play by Bates.
I'm guessing he had a guy in front of him and the guy he saw trying to get behind him. He kind of got frozen on the play and just made contact with the guy trying to go behind him. And you cannot do
Beyond
that.
5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
First and goal for the Lions, but the play clock is at 3,
Half the distance
2,
penalty.
1, and they have to
Also
call
use
his
a timeout
timeout.
with the play clock winding down. So while we have a moment, this from State Farm.
This nigga's getting cooked.
All right, guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle
So
home and
what do the Falcons need to do to help
But
them?
that's 4 words. Not if you bundle them.
Anything.
A good punt coverage by the Patriots.
Bundling. Just another way to say what the person.
I'm not sure why, but it looks like they are pressing and biting very hard off of the play action. But I think that's just them giving respect
Pleading his case
to
to the officials.
Jameer Gibbs and what he could possibly do in one game. But you can't get caught looking in the back through second
I mean, you can sit and argue all you want. The flag has already been thrown. We've moved on.
And that's a long drive for Detroit.
Yes.
On first and goal. Gibbs with the cut. There's Jesse Bates. Looked like a purposeful run to the line of scrimmage by the defensive player of the week from week 1.
I don't think
That's why you've got to be able to run down by the goal line.
they will be able to run this in. This needs to be a pass. If I'm the Lions, I've gotten some success with play action pass. So I'm thinking a quick hitting play action pass, dump to my tight end is what I would do right now.
Falcons need a turnover.
Major factor. Second and goal.
You got a guy in motion. Bud Dupree is coming on the blitz. He's picked up. He has time. He is rolling. Bud Dupree is in pursuit. We got a flag that should be holding.
That's a sack.
The ball came out.
They say he is down. The ball did come out at the end, but they're saying he is down.
You got to go back to the penalty marker.
Shout out to Bud Dupree.
I think they're going to get Sewell for holding.
Number 58, offense.
We saw the Falcons bringing a blitz in that situation. I don't think the Lions were ready.
Coming up with the
Why
second
the
goal.
hold was called?
That Sewell penalty.
Such a hard job to do from going from the right side. I know we practice this, but going from the right side to the left side, you see both hands on the shoulders.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He goes straight up bull rush.
And even
Sewell,
still, the
but
pursuit
I like
from Bud Dupree to even catch up and
guy, and all of a sudden you have
keep
to
the
move
pressure
to the
going.
left-hand
I gave him a shout out. I told him I
side.
needed to do some shit before I shouted him out.
Strike flicks backwards.
Shout out to Bud.
Hey, all of a sudden, you're a hitter that hits from the right.
Respect.
Left side.
Now do it again, goddammit.
Watch the screen here. Falcons are playing
The
the
15 on second and goal. Gibbs.
Oh, yeah, I lost that bitch.
They have just gotten back all the yards they just lost in the previous play. So this brings me back to my play calls here. If I'm the Lions offensive coordinator, my guess here would be get the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's somebody that you can depend on, especially in these situations. So that's who I would think the ball would go to in this situation. What is this? Punt.
That's horrible.
So the stat line that we are reading off today is that the New York Jets have had 2, 4, 5 possessions today, all ended in punts.
17, 11, and 6. So that's 1 yard. That's 1 yard of total offense.
1 yard of total offense today for the New York Jets. If you have any Jets players in your fantasy lineup right now, we're gonna send one up for you. So that might be 3 yards on the day. 3 yards.
Who has Gary Wilson? This guy. This guy.
Well, the Jets did just pick up a first down, so if you need something to hang your hat on, there is that. But if you're the Jets, do you stick with Zach Wilson for the remainder of the year? So who do you call?
I got a guy who, with that defense and that running game, can make some things happen. That guy, he got to change his number because my dog ain't finna come to their city and change his number. Call number 2, Matty Ice. That's your man.
I don't agree with that for the individuals that are on our screen right now. This offensive line for the Jets is terrible. I have no doubt in Matt Ryan's ability to still be able to play better than at least 50% of the quarterbacks in the league right now. But if not, it's going to be the same situation that he was in last year, a subpar offensive line.
Let's rephrase though. That is going to be the story of most of Matt Ryan's career. Subpar offensive line. So I mean, he should be. If anybody knows about playing subpar offensive line,
there's a difference in doing it at 36 versus 26.
This is true. However, the difference between what happened in Indy and what happened with him in New York is that they got good receivers.
I don't trust that play. I think Matt Ryan has way better here as far as offense. But Lions are trying to punch it in. Let's see if they go with my suggestion.
Incomplete. Good job, Falcons. No break. Y'all fucked up on that. Y'all fucked up on that big play for that touchdown. But other than that, y'all been doing y'all thing.
On this goal line, playing a little zone right here. Everybody matches up. You see
Hey,
everybody protecting the goal
So,
line right there.
the Falcons were tapped into our stream and heard our suggestion that the Lions were about to feed Amon-Ra St. Brown. And what happens? The Lions try to feed Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Hold on, wait a minute. The Houston Texans are over the Jacksonville Jaguars right now, 14-0. Didn't see that.
Nico Collins has done nothing, so I am okay with this. But what is going on with Jacksonville? Trevor Lawrence, 7 of 11 for the day, 65 yards. What is that? Travis Etienne, 12 carries, 47 yards.
Hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
The Falcons play the Jaguars next Sunday at 9 o'clock in London. So
this guy,
Customize and save with Liberty.
he doesn't even have a mustache.
Oh, look at Boo.
Only pay for what you need.
Feel for my boy Calvin. Are the Jaguars just overhyped? We got 4th and 1. The Jets trying to keep momentum.
Let's see.
Josh Uche, this is your time. Josh Uche. Watch for Matthew Judon coming off the end with the red sleeves, long sleeves. They're coming right up the middle.
Pause.
Well, this is what we don't want to happen, is them to get momentum. As I did point out, the Jets are a 1-1 team as opposed to us who are 0-2 sitting at the bottom of the division right now. So this game is really important. So I don't know why they're walking around like, I don't know, like they don't have a kid in the world, a care in the world. This is something you don't want to see. Matthew Judon off the field. Goes on a rush. He's audible in. I'm guessing he's going to check this to a run.
Apparently, them sleeves weren't long enough.
He's got 2, maybe 3.
Damn, Dalvin, you went to the Jets thinking you were going to play with Aaron Rodgers.
And you are here with Zach Wilson.
Didn't even get a handoff from that nigga.
None at all.
Shake it up.
Oh, wonderful.
Ah, my knee. Oh, yeah. Friendly fire. Oh, that's a sprain. That's a sprain. Oh, that's an MCL sprain.
For Jared Goff, where he was very efficient, but Atlanta gets a stand and holds Detroit to a
Damn.
at a 10-point game. Atlanta still has 2 timeouts remaining. A minute 53 left.
I didn't really hear that.
Catch to take it out to the 25-yard line. Haven't seen a lot
Shout out
of
to
it
them
so
boys.
far. My cues with one there. Hold on to your stomachs. After a decade, Gordon is back. America's favorite nightmare.
I bet he makes a face it, but
That's funny.
Schmaltz, you talked about real estate. First half, late 2 minute lead last week. He's got 2 minutes here on the road.
Well, I don't know how that nigga pulled JT. Come on, Dez.
Oh,
Dez, that's sorry. Dez, that's sorry. 3 sacks, offensive line.
And Detroit's defense already with 3 sacks today after 1 in the first 2 games.
Did he trip?
Setting up and
that nigga slick.
Instant pressure.
What?
So just to kind of throw that out there, I have seen reports, takes that the field that Detroit is not the best field to play with. That is also where Julian Edelman tore his ACL in the preseason. This was 2018, the year we had Antonio Brown.
Campbell's out there. He's going to use it.
Yeah, Antonio Brown. But that's why you never saw those two play together, is because man's tore his ACL and played in Detroit.
Hope to get the ball back. Marissa Thompson, she's got a game break.
Was it Brett would say?
Second of the day, Broncos would add a field goal. Miami up 21-10.
21.
Tyreek Hill's got a touchdown 2 in that game. Miami, those receivers. That's without Jalen Waddle today.
Yeah, niggas do. I mean,
Oh, well, we're getting him back.
that's it. How do you want us to feature this? You want us to run it through you? We can do that. You want us to throw it over the top?
All right, 3rd and 14 for the Falcons. The people in Detroit are rocking and moving. I see Payroll Giovanni in the crowd. It is going up.
The game is the 35.
Yeah. Bleacher Report, I'm calling y'all out. This is a sorry take. You know how they always do that hot take. Falcon fans surrounded in Detroit. Bro, it's a Detroit home game. What do you expect?
You got a minute and 4 left on the clock. I mean,
this isn't Detroit of 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They had a lot of high draft picks in the last few years, keynote guys. So a lot of their fans could be excited about.
3 and outs. Maybe a minute off the clock each of the last 2 times that Atlanta has possessed it.
That stands a pack earlier in the season.
The 27, a flat flying in. Khalif Raymond spins away and returns it at number 40. We'll check that marker that was slugged with force from the sideline.
During the kick, holding number 25, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Will Harris on the penalty. Kurt Menefee, what's up?
Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Show, Terry, Howie, Jimmy, and Michael will join me with highlights from around the league. And that includes the Patriots, Jets, and Broncos and Dolphins. Plus, we'll get you ready for America's Game of the Week. See you at that.
You might see Bears, Chiefs. You might see Cowboys, Cardinals. Either way, you're going to see some impressive stuff coming up in the late window.
I can't unsee Kurt's
But he is sharp, bringing some heat today. And that penalty sets Detroit back to its own 17. Goff slings deep out, and diving catch is made by Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That is perfect accuracy. I mean, to the sideline, unreal, over the top Flowers.
But this nigga Trey Flowers trash.
He loves it. Look at yes, indeed.
That's a catch.
I love that hair, man.
Gain of 20 yards for St. Brown there. Timeout used.
Don't for it again. Don't fourth down.
And I had mentioned, we talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown, so many in-cutting routes. You saw him at the top of the stem. You're thinking inside cut. All of a sudden, bam, you hit him with the outside.
So we got a lot of the early games coming to the end of the first half.
Now, he was ruled
Falcons and Lions got 44 seconds left in the first half. Jets and Patriots have about
37. Keep that in mind. No timeouts.
30 some odd seconds left in the first half. So a lot of teams trying to push it into the end zone.
He was under pressure and was looking for Craig Reynolds. It's ruled incomplete. Brady Sheeran got in on Sheeran. Goff in a hurry.
Brady Jarrett is just, I mean, that guy is so quick. And look at Reynolds. Like, what happened?
But that's how quick he got in there. Right. Reynolds just turned around. He didn't even turn around.
Quick swim move. And right now, is a really good player. That inside duel of Brady Jarrett. Onyemata, that is a formidable pair right there on the inside.
That's one of the elite combos in the NFL right now. Second down 10. Under pressure, Jarrett hits Goff and unable to hit the receiver.
I'm about to call this missed field goal.
Khalif Raymond had Alford in coverage, and then Grady Jarrett got to Goff again.
They're kicking 52 yards in a monsoon. He is kicking into the wind, but still.
That's Ragnow and Jackson.
No way he makes this.
And those are two really, those are no slouches. Those are really good Pro Bowl caliber players.
Now third down and 10. Four-man rush again. Goff standing, delivering low to Laporta. So now the Atlanta defense comes up with a stop, and they're going to force a Detroit punt here. Still 2 timeouts for the Falcons. Grady Jarrett owned that drive.
Grady Jarrett, you want to talk about standing up, making a play in the middle of the football field, putting pressure on the opponent's quarterback and making a difference. That's big time because remember, Detroit deferred to start this game, so they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Fox delivers. 44-yard punt. Here comes Hughes. Not much room there for Mike Hughes. Atlanta will have it at the 20-yard line here.
Jets did
16 seconds, 2 timeouts. Younghoe Koo
Great leg.
has a decent leg on him as well. So let's see what Ritter can do with a couple of breaks. This is what the offense has done. Just that one big catch to London. Robinson trying to get going as well. 5 possessions, 3 3-and-outs for Atlanta thus far.
Yeah, they really haven't established anything, and this offense is really based on hitting that wide zone, some of the cutback plays behind that wide zone, and then throwing the play action after that. They have not been able to establish a run, therefore the pass has not worked.
So much of it against Green Bay last week. Out of the backfield, Robinson turns the corner and smartly gets out of bounds to stop the clock and save a timeout as Branch ran him down.
You saw the decision right there. Great decision by a young player because he cut inside for a few more yards, shook him at the top, got himself out of bounds to save that timeout.
There's Koo.
How close do you
want
to get
to about the 45 and plus territory to give him a reasonable shot?
There you go. That's 25.
Litter to Robinson, middle of the field, gets the first down. They'll have to use a timeout here if they want to keep going. And indeed, they'll use that one with 3 seconds left. Melifonwu was there for the stop.
You know what I like about this so far? Obviously, you're not going to get yourself into field goal
What
range.
is going on
Middle
in
of the field
Jackson?
short. That's not going to happen, or even to the sideline short. But what you're doing right now is getting the quarterback in a little bit of a
Okay, so something positive, right?
Right, so you get a couple of first downs. You know what? So we don't get the field goal.
Chargers and the Vikings. That's the underwhelming bowl.
A little bit of momentum going in at halftime and a little bit of confidence for our young quarterback, Ritter.
Arthur Smith was saying that wasn't 10 seconds because it went from 13 to 3. They added 3 seconds on the clock. So 6 seconds, only 1 timeout left for Atlanta. Not a ton of time to get the ball really far downfield for a field goal attempt. So maybe you're trying to get to the end zone with this.
Detroit playing about 25 yards deep. Yep.
Here comes the ball.
Ritter goes underneath, clock winding down. Janu Smith steps out with a second on the clock here. Obviously, you're not in field goal range right now, but it's maybe something to the end zone. You might have an opportunity here.
Well, sure. Now more reasonable. Right? Now you're in a situation where you can, get loaded on one side, a 3 wide receiver set on one side, run it down there so you can throw it the 5-yard line or so. It happened in Denver last week.
Yeah.
5-yard line, balls tipped, touchdown, and then they're looking for that 2-point conversion. So
he just backed up.
You also don't like talking about Hail Marys in full field. You know that. Going back to that Thursday night game in 2015. Boy, Detroit brought pressure, and Anzalone was one of the men. It ends up being a sack for the rookie, Jack Campbell, the first of his NFL career, the first-round pick. First half stats brought to you by State Farm. What you don't see on the screen, 4 Detroit sacks.
Falcons
They
got
had
20
just
yards
one
rushing.
in the first 2 games of the season, including
Didn't
that one
expect
from
to see
Campbell.
today.
The first
That's
of
how
his
you do it,
career to
though.
close out the first 30 minutes of the game. 13-3 Lions
They
in
can't
the
run
lead.
on
They'll
you.
get the ball to start the third.
Patriots have it 3rd and
Ready to
8.
go for the Verizon halftime
30
report.
seconds left in the first half. What
Let's
can
see
you
what
do?
happens.
Inside 30 seconds. Jones has carried his first down
Alright.
at the 50. It's Henry. That's the
Let
first
him
game
hear
start for the Jets. They saved both timeouts, got out of bounds, and the first down. It's a really well-designed.
Tyreek Hill has 6 receptions for 122 yards on the day and a touchdown. That is ridiculous.
And he did get it. Wow, that was close. Now you got 21 seconds, and you got 2 timeouts. And you received the third quarter kick. So a chance to perhaps double up. Jones will take off. Dive for about 8. There's your timeout. That's why it was so huge to get out of bounds there, because you would be out of timeouts right now. And it would be a tough decision. But now you know, without it, you'd have had to have worked the sideline. Now you have y'all.
Shut up, Joe O'Brien.
Outside, you know, anywhere with this. You could run the ball and get more yards and get the right look. I think he can kick it from there. He has a big leg. Both these kickers have big legs for both these teams. And
Pause.
there's a chance you really don't think you're scoring a touchdown. Actually, every play call at this point is.
Indy is up right now on Jets. Excuse me, Baltimore. Never thought that would be the case today. Especially without Anthony Richardson. With his job being Detroit.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely going to get that.
Be 60 yards. He's changing the play as the season.
That's what. That was nice. That was not play though.
Oh, that's a flag. Bro, you just tackled the nigga.
Great decision.
Yeah, Coco was there.
Throw this ball right there. That should have been maybe contact there. When you hit him in the face before the ball gets in.
Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. What are you looking at, bro?
The one guy that has the speed trying to get down the field of the defense by Carter.
You literally just slapped him in the face before. Come on, thank you, Ben.
He saw what you just saw. And he's letting him know it.
Yeah.
You can.
Talk to him again, Ben. Because why was that not a flag?
Timeout call by New York. This is a tough call. You just went man to man. You gave up the ability to take your shot downfield. If you do that again, you're going to get another shot down the field. But if you don't, you're giving up the 5 to 8 yards on the sideline or over the middle of the field. And they were about to play zone there, and I wonder now how aggressive you're going to be as a defensive.
Tyrese said who Patriot playing next week?
There's Albrecht, who I think is fantastic.
It might be Dallas next week. There's no niggas coming up.
Jets defense. That's a good move.
That might be why he said that.
Yeah, I know them niggas is coming up.
Run the ball.
Yep.
I see what you did there, pal.
3 yards. He cleaned it off, doing it all. Just all-purpose quarterback here. And now he'll bring out Ryland, the rookie, for what will be a roughly 57-yard attempt. And that's obviously, I know it's 3-4 yards, but that's a lot at that range in this weather, you know.
All right, so that game should be on TV.
Mentioned about
You can pull up for it. Sit on the couch with us.
walk on at Eastern Michigan, transferred to Maryland.
025.
Franchise has known how to have great kickers from Terry to Piskowski. I have a lot of faith in him. This is the first time he's had kind of an end of the game or an end of a half situation. This is, I've seen this guy kick. I feel like he kicks first and he's got a leg.
Bruh. Just keep the field goal and be done with it.
Facts. You are the truest. You are the truest Cowboy fan.
First kicker, and
You and our partner, Delfino.
Shout out to Delfino, Matt Senior and Junior.
Yeah. Both of them.
Walking in already. Face off now. I didn't have to do that a second ago. See this number 37 a bit odd for a kicker. Belichick has beaten the Jets 37 times. While this is for Robert Salaman's 37th game as the Jets head coach. So is Violence ready to do it?
E Green, what's happening? Pull up.
Number 37. What? Something to do with 37. It's all about numbers, man. You're all Jay lovers.
Oh, you missed fuck out of this.
Remember, there had been another one that was high on the missed field goal earlier.
That nigga missed. He fuck out that bitch.
You need everything to go right, and that's 2 high snaps. And this one took a while to get down.
Wow.
Way high, and now laces out. Now rookie holder.
Laces out.
Well, they last November, and the Patriots beat the Jets 10-3. That's our score today at halftime. Patriots 10, Jets 3.
But they say y'all won 14 in a row this season?
From Verizon. And a word from your local station.
Rick Round, motherfucker. All them years ago.
It's been 7 seasons.
I wish for the amazing new iPhone.
To beat niggas twice for 7 years straight. That's wild.
While we here, I swear this is the best shit to smoke. Yeah, that's crazy. How we trash. Yeah. Dang it, that shooting shit. New courtesy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Give me y'all something while we on commercial break.
Premiere.
I know some niggas never seeing heaven's doors. And what it costs, look, I know you can't afford. And what I smoke will probably burn your vocal cords. I'm lifted, the flow's just switched it. My bros is misfits, my girl is that bitch. And from the life that we've been living, at least we can get rich. So I'm pressing pedal, switching gears in the stick shift. You feel me? Pops told me get the money. Don't never play the dummy. Make sure you save enough so when it rain it's still sunny. No respect, cause you niggas playing funny. Hey, and they be praying that I fall, but I ain't never been clumsy. I got something that they can't duplicate, replicate. Hey, I came to ball like I'm Kobe with the 8. Hey, they clear the space. I'm half baked, rolling quarters, got the shake, burning gas as I escape. Hey, hey, look, it's about time I got my weight up. Yeah, my niggas getting money. Hey, you can tell by the sounds I got my weight up. Yeah, my niggas getting money. They tell them, nah, can't do no favors. Yeah, my niggas smoke. Yeah. I told them it's about time I got my weight up. Yeah, look, it's courtesy in the Cripsters, highly recommended by the sisters. And niggas like Gilly getting major figures. This raw cones never smoking swishers. Hey man, this I think we get the idea. She just need a reason in the first place. Yeah, it's her birthday. It's her birthday. She just drinking liquor like it's homecoming. Yeah, it's your birthday.
down on like it's a birthday. I got money drinking liquor like it's homecoming. Hey, I got money on the line, keep the phone straight. Throw a Hail Mary, catch a play, run the score up there with pace, try and move it state to state, call it roll running.
Shout out to
I got
them.
money drinking liquor like
Nah,
it's
it's mine.
Hey, I got money on the line, keep the phone straight. Throw a Hail Mary, catch a play, run the score up there with pace, try and move it state to state, call it roll running. Look here, my first instinct is always where to
Do it.
Do it. Walk on your feet just like a doormat. Drop my cojones.
Shut up, my dog.
Tight like a clutch fist.
Yeah, right.
It's too much profit to be made for me to be focused on what ain't. Tell my kids what you can and make a way for what you can't. Being a fault for me that you would charge me, you go to low. Make a win out of every loss. Like,
What
let's
up?
go. I need all the more and everything between. They used to go, well, I got out the show. I think you need cuisine. Pass the green, the pass the DYT. Please don't pass me trees. Don't trust your weed. Do all the ups and downs. We did some church that came out clean. They're going for those who go. Celebrate just because we breathing. I graduated college. I'm still trying to pick a noggin. I got wins and I got losses. I'm gonna try my regardless. You started bad. Drinking liquor like it's all good.
Yeah.
Got money on the line. Keep the phone. Check the door. Hail Mary. Catch a play. Run the score up there. Pace it. Try and move it state to state. Call it roll running. Got drinking liquor like it's homecoming. Hey, I got money on the line. Keep the phone. Check the door. Hail Mary. Catch a play. Run the score up there. Pace it. Try and move it state to state. Call it roll running. I'm trying to cop a couple bags and I'm in limits. Don't do the knockoff, show you can't tell the difference. Sunday through Sunday ain't the day she ain't my business. If she got kids, she gon' take care of them children. I respect that she the type to fight. I'll roll my switches at the light. And if the price is right, it give you the time of your life. The different fashion over colder, she colder than ice. And plus she down for whatever I'm treating her right. And how you think your girl gon' feel when we pull up on no wheels? By imaginary players, that ain't really how you live. I can't imagine. Mix and match the fashion, trying to keep up, but I'm past the thing. I'd rather let you have it. I got drinking like a house party back in state. I'ma get tipsy with Nikki, that's my dog that's on the way. They say I had to do the big, but I don't know no other way. I got girls that's waiting on me, trying to stop me on play. I got women drinking liquor like it's homecoming. Hey, I got money on the line, keep the phone. Jack the door, Hail Mary, catch a play, run the score up there with pace, trying to move the state to state.
If only y'all knew. If only y'all knew what it is that players go through. I'm trying to find on for y'all for a little preview, but I don't know what that's on. In fact, so we just doing the exclusive, get y'all real exclusive. I don't even want y'all to hear that. Yeah, not yet. They get to try to run off with the swag.
Well, in the meantime, in between time.
Okay, yeah. Can't guess what I'm finna do next. Every time I step, I got both feet on next. From a granny see them on this. Need the money, come to tryna get my thumb wrist. Baby said she love on this.
Okay.
Probably place first, I was in the contest.
Meanwhile, we back in the game.
And it was I catch me.
Enough for y'all.
On this.
Hey,
I just pulled the trigger, man. We can practice it.
He's got a good gain on first down. Let's get that update from KB.
Yeah, guys, more.
Oh, yeah, Christian the Pink.
Offensive line.
Woo!
Dan Skipper, who was in for Matt Nelson, is now questionable with a hamstring injury, but he is
So fun.
Nelson has now been ruled out. Besides all that, Jared Goff has certainly still been efficient. He, talking to Dan Campbell at the half, he told me he's been smart, he's been accurate, but we need some more chunk plays in the run game. The defense has found the pressure, just some discipline up front.
It's going to be a factor going forward. Second down and 3 for Detroit. Sorsdahl doing the blocking on the right side for Goff, and finds Gibbs, who gets hit hard by Anderson.
Yes,
So that's
try.
75. Colby Sorsdahl, the rookie out of William and Mary, his first offensive snaps at the NFL level. He was a 5th-round pick this past draft.
And they've challenged him 2 times in a row, and he's held up, brought off pressure off the edge on the first play, that time one-on-one outside. Playing well in the first 2 snaps.
Jason Kabinda, the super back, is the fullback, and he gets the carry.
He gets stuck.
And
he gets stuck.
His first touch of the season, and just the 8th time in his
He's
NFL
like,
career.
confused. Like,
Caden Ellis with an absolute stack job.
They finna sneak it.
A yard shy of the line of game.
Caden Ellis, I mean, he reads the block. It's a down block. That triggers him, and he beats Kabinda in the line of scrimmage. Beautiful play. See him right there, the opening. As soon as he saw that down block, bam, he just got up in there.
It is 30.
Watch the face.
The running back.
Just 14 career touches in 6
Man,
seasons
Russ.
at the NFL level for Jason Kabinda.
Russ might be cooked now.
Fox, a boomer of a punt all the way back to the 10-yard line. 55-yard boot. And Mike Hughes returns it out near the 20.
Yeah, Russ, you cooked. Russ was cooking.
Ritter in a tougher spot
And
inside
stop
his own
cooking.
20.
Okay, again, this is a status bar, this is a search bar. Let's know the difference, okay? Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Now, what does it mean to slide into someone's DMs?
What does it mean to slide in someone's DMs? That commercial is hilarious.
Broncos take a time out to talk about it because it's not working. Packers are down big, 17-0.
Right. Don't want to see that.
They also have stoppage on the play for a false start.
On them niggas. Shout out to the chat.
Show it up, show it up.
Appreciate y'all for joining. Yet another Sunday. Damn, 2 or 16 for 16.
He is on my bench.
As I opted for Kirk Cousins to be in this bit.
Lucky me. Lucky me.
Damn. Hey, that
did not work.
This is the second day in a row a team from Colorado done gave up 35 points at the half.
Oh, no, this is different. Good design, bad execution. Jordan Love with the shotgun snap, dropping, and he bombs it. Where is it going?
Damn.
To the Saints.
That's sorry. Damn, Jordan Love. He was a man in week 1, but clearly it was because the Bears are what the Bears are.
Belongs to that stuffed animal team. They had a cup cam here as they're playing Circle of Life at Ford Field. First Atlantic drive in the second half from the 19-yard line. And it's a carry for Bijan Robinson.
All right, second half.
Power his way forward. Derek Barnes is there for the stop, and we go to Christina Pink.
Yeah, guys, talk
Hey, Christina Pink.
At the half, I asked him, how do you generate some offense? He said simply, we'll be fine. I promise you, we'll be fine. I asked him his message to the players. He said, we have to block better. If we get the offense moving, then the defense.
Christina
you know,
Pink.
guys, like this Atlanta offense has certainly been better in the second half than the early part of the season.
Yeah, total 24 against Carolina. They had a big comeback last week. Ended up with 25 points against Green Bay. Just 3 in the first half today. Robinson gets 4. And Robinson then gets the
that's what
and he got grabbed by Branch with a flag down. Might be a horse collar penalty here.
That's horse collar. Horse collar.
Horse collar tackle. Number 32, defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play.
Yeah, put your mouthpiece in, nigga.
You can't grab the inside collar, the back, or side of the shoulder pads of the jersey, or grab the jersey at the nameplate or above and pull a runner towards the ground. It seemed like that was the case for Brent.
It certainly was the case. And if you want to get back on track offensively, this is how you do it, right? I mean, start leaning on people, start wearing this defense out. I'm telling you what, Keith Smith, the fullback on that one, that lead. Woo.
A great block. Now it's Algier with a pulling block from Jake Matthews. A good run on first down again. So 3 solid run plays consecutively, plus that penalty mix.
I see what they be trying to do, though. They try to weigh you down as the game go on.
Lean on them. Body blow these guys with your run game. And then, all of a sudden, you put 3, 4, 5 runs together. That's when you take that play-action shot.
Dave Ragone is the offensive coordinator. Arthur Smith is the play caller. They game plan the running game heavily. The opposite of the average NFL team in terms of how much they run in a game. Now play action. They swing it out to Algier in space. Barrels over
Yes.
Yes. Algier with a
yes.
Down to the 33-yard line.
Algier really aggressive.
You bring in the semi-truck.
Good morning football. They're going to be on angry runs.
Anzalone over the top of Branch. Telling you what,
that was an angry run.
A fabulous rookie season last year. He and Robinson are a solid tandem. Now a really nice defensive play by Branch coming back. The rookie makes the play. I love both of this. Both sides in this little sequence here.
Yeah, and you watch him coming into frame. He's going to see this, cut right through the line of scrimmage. Nobody accounts for him. And a form tackle in the backfield. And the mouthpiece still hanging at the top of his helmet.
He really been the playmaker for them on defense.
That's like me with my car keys. Where did I put my car keys?
You leave the coffee at the top of the car sometimes, too, when you get going. 8 tackles for loss for Detroit's defense. Second down and long. 5 in the pattern for Ritter. And a little out route to Pitts in front of Anzalone. That sets up a manageable third down.
Love this, right? Just a quick, easy throw, a little stick route to your tight end. Clear that zone out with a deep route on the outside. That's an easy pitch and catch off the running game for your quarterback. Now all of a sudden Atlanta in a rhythm.
Those are the Patriots.
It was a big third down. And if they don't get it, if it's close, Arthur going for it. If it's third, 4th and short.
Robinson going the other way.
Oh,
Hutchinson
yeah, that's not going to be 4th and short.
to make contact, chasing him down. Just the gain of a yard. He and John Kaminsky finish it.
Well, you're going to see him right here. And just
Work,
stand up.
boys.
Now watch him fly down the line of scrimmage with his shoulders turned.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There you go.
On the side,
Yeah, there we go. Give it to the
about
Mondre.
the backside. He's going to chase that hard.
Patriots are
Giving
moving
you an
down the
advantage
field.
to the outside with a quarterback.
Nice. 10 to 12 yard
Something
game
to
by
look for
Mondre
in the
Smith.
next drive
11
from
carries
Atlanta.
for 48 yards for the
So
day.
now Koo will try from 47. He was good from 48 in the first half.
Good vision. Good vision.
Oh my God. When Koo miss him, oh my God.
Not a clean contact that we're accustomed to from Younghoe Koo.
Come on, young way.
Keep feeding him. Keep feeding him. Look for the hole. Good.
Not his
Good
best
run. Good
contact.
run. Good run.
Fuck!
Hey, is that the new iPhone 15 Pro?
Yeah, got it at T-Mobile.
Go screen. I like the screen right here. I like the screen. Oh, it's on my thing.
Ha-ha.
Ha-ha! Oh, and I got two tabs.
Turn. Damn, young way missed that kick. Fuck. Damn. Oh, that's why you said that. Le double audio.
Douglas on the ground trying to get to it. Carter in the coverage. And they don't waste any time. They're going to bring out Ryland for the field goal. It's at deep distance. This was actually Douglas trying to go outside, even though he kind of
Ryan Robinson.
Feeling Mac. You have a route like a sickie.
Who I traded.
You can't really trust
I
that.
know there was.
Inside this guy getting.
Okay, he went out last week too.
Let's watch this snap. Cardona's had a couple of high ones in this game. This is 51 yards for the rookie Ryland. This snap. This kick looking, and it is good. Second make of the day. 2 out of 4, 48, and now 51 yards. That's a 10-point lead. Patriots.
Papa John's garlic saucepan. We make the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza just for you with that garlic flavor. But you wanted more heat, so now.
Hey, stop them. Well, they ain't scored yet, so I don't feel
Game, Jahmyr Gibbs, the first time he's been the lead back in his NFL career, and then Sam Laporta, his first NFL touchdown today. First down, A.J. Terrell was in on the stop with Timmy Horn. They were starting to cheer a little bit here in Detroit because they put up the Packers-Saints score. Saints have a 17-0 lead on the 1-1 Packers. They lost to these Falcons last week. They'll play these Lions on Thursday night coming up.
Oh.
Might have
slow-mo too. Right.
overtake Green Bay for first in the division if they can pull off this win today. This is Donovan Knight.
The reaction was to a Sam Heineke interception.
Chased down by Sam Harrison, the rookie out of Ohio State.
Commanders still down 16-0.
Impressive road win over Notre Dame last night. The third-round pick for Atlanta. Part of the rebuilt defense at all three levels.
They really have, and they've gone out and they've got familiarity. Defensive coordinator from the Saints, the linebacker from the Saints, down all defensive lineman Onyemata from the Saints. So there's some familiarity with what they want to do as a defense.
Into the flat, boy, they use Amon-Ra St. Brown in so many effective ways. He can come from the slot, from the outside, or out of the backfield.
Well, they get him matched up with a linebacker. Right there's the linebacker. Here is St. Brown right here. This is a matchup. And look at all the you got to go through there. If you're Anderson, just so much space. And St. Brown just so good out of the backfield.
A lot of coordinators talk about the toughest matchup for a defense. Is a linebacker against a speedy running back or receiver. That's a tough matchup for any linebacker with St. Brown. 5 in the pattern for Jared Goff under pressure, and he got hammered by Bud Dupree. It's going to be ruled as an incomplete pass, and Goff took some major contact from the outside backer, Bud Dupree.
Bud Dupree coming out. He's had some pressure so far. That's a little welcome to the NFL moment from Sorsdal.
Now, the rookie Colby Sorsdal was trying to block, and you talked about it. They've had to go through 3 linemen today at that position on the right side. No match for Dupree, the veteran in his second year out of Kentucky, going up against the rookie Sorsdal. Goff stepping up, crossing route. That was St. Brown. They were playing zone coverage that side. There'll be a flag on the play on the near side of the field. St. Brown was making his case to the official that he got held up.
Number 58, offense.
I seen him do it. Panay, that too on you,
That's the second penalty on Panay Sewell today. That's going to negate that game for Detroit.
Well, we talked about that transition from the right side to the left side. You can see him just get his arms around Calais Campbell, around the neck right here.
Oh, yeah.
As he breaks through. And then
Ellis on Brown, St. Brown. So he was hoping for that call to be made as well, because then it would have been offsetting. But instead, they got Sewell.
No big play.
Wanted a horse collar penalty. Instead, it's second down and 20. Well, out route. Plum call to St. Brown. He just dropped it.
That was horrible.
See, he's a little frustrated after this last sequence, and suddenly these two plays flip the game. It's now 3rd and 20. If Atlanta can get a stop, it's huge here.
That's something you never see. Very rare. Amon-Ra St. Brown take his eyes off the football. Come on. That's what Jared Goff's like. You got to have that right there. He's looking to see what he does.
3rd and 20, y'all. No crazy shit.
Make a play. I guarantee you he'll make up for it. That guy is a professional football player.
Draw play on 3rd and 20. There goes Gibbs up the middle with a pounding run to get into plus territory. That'll bring up 4th down. 13-yard run for Gibbs. But here comes Jack Fox and the punting unit. I would be curious, though, here, because they're sitting at a 10-point lead. They're inside the 45. They're at the plus 43. Just keep an eye out for the up men here for Detroit. Jalen Reeves may have been converted one against Kansas City. This would be an interesting spot. 4th and 7, I guess not. Good hang time from Fox. Takes a friendly Atlanta bounce. Brock Wright is there to down it. And Desmond Ridder trying to get this Atlanta offense in order. Takes over with 5 to play in the 3rd.
Right there. Good tackle.
Smoke control.
Yeah.
Smoke control.
I mean,
Now I get hit.
Right here.
79 to 28. But I only got one.
Otherwise, it probably would have been a first down. Would have picked up some steam. Yeah, the defender was right about where the markers are with a blocker right there, too. So now you got 3rd and 3. Michael Carter is running the quarterback.
Oh, come on, get that. Oh.
Throws it away. That pressure again was on them in a hurry, and it was Uche.
Uchi, I want to do the Uchi Coochie.
Where do I want to go? He's going to come all the way under this and go ahead and run that. And pause it. He's turned his eyes. He could have drifted to the left and thrown that maybe, but when you're under pressure like this consistently, they're blitzing. The ball's got to come out. But he just doesn't have the ability to have the time to consistently do it.
I snared that.
4 first downs. This is punt number 6.
Then most got 28.
It's in.
Fuck.
You get a carry.
35-yard net. The Patriots trot back out of double digits.
Lord, we might win today.
Man, yeah, y'all should be these niggas.
We do what you.
This nigga Wilson so booted. Booted butt cheeks. Booted butt cheeks.
Oh, that's an update. Derek Carr is out.
Oh. Well, hey, time for James to shine. They had beat the hell out of the Packers and then they got hurt the next week. Last year. Full circle moments.
Derrick Henry
got the statue very outside of Ford Field. Trying to make noise inside with Atlanta's offense. Starting inside its own 25 for the 5th time today. Ritter through the air, stepping up in the pocket. Still behind the line. Now he takes off and Branch is there to run him out of bounds after a short gain.
He hurt him.
Detroit's defense. This has been a rock-solid performance through nearly 3 quarters today.
It certainly has, and one of the things they've been doing, they know that Atlanta struggles in pass pro. And right here, tackles for losses, first downs allowed. The tackles for losses is when you start putting pressure on first down, just like they did there, you're going to get it behind the chains and hopefully get a 3rd down and long situation, which you feel really good about.
Ritter. We got a flag thrown. Daryl Hodge was out there working against Jerry Jacobs. Kind of stumbled a little bit. Maybe they're going to call Jacobs for a DPI. You see the jersey of Hodge is a little fluttered around.
Fluttered
It's
around.
before the pass, it's holding. If it's after, it's interference.
Pass interference.
Yeah.
23. Defense.
Yo, we got
High
capitalized.
School's own from Atlanta, Jerry Jacobs.
Yeah, a little one-on-one down here on the ball. And there you that's a little. That's a little.
Well, the difference, again, if it's before the pass, it's holding and it's 5 yards. If it's after, it's a spot foul. So it ends up being the spot foul to the 26.
Good.
And up for Bijan Robinson, looking for the cutback lane. Good job up front by Romeo Okwara and Aleem McNeil. Penetration of the finish.
Really done a good job just up front, knocking out running lanes. You see on that cutback, but just the pursuit. There's Branch again. He's been all over the football field. You see Hutch creating the edge there, making a cutback against the grain. Really nice team defense by the front seven of the Lions.
Algier is in. Robinson's in motion. Ritter over the middle for Smith, and it's incomplete.
That nigga killed. He's down.
Took a shot from Tracy Walker, who's in there for the injured C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That's the type of energy play that you get from Gardner-Johnson. Walker made it there, the longtime starter.
Well, they said it would take every guy, all 11, and even a coaching staff. And there it is by Tracy Walker over the middle from his split safety position, laying some wood.
A hard hit on Smith, who's still being checked out for Atlanta. Third down coming up.
Everyone in my family.
Dog, get up. Dog.
The offensive line right now, Antonio Mafia is in for Cole Strange right now on the right. He's in camp. He was dealing with a left leg injury. No word if that is what's bothering him. As soon as
That's
he has
y'all
something,
niggas.
I will pass it up to you.
Strange.
Mafia, the rookie out of UCLA.
Oh, the center.
Will be called on to help protect the quarterback here on 2nd and 21. Out of the backfield they go. Zeke. It's a little bit of a
Ezekiel. Man, y'all still losing, bro. Like, relax.
This is a good job back up in your own end zone. Get the ball out. Try and get into a manageable to have a chance. But you got to watch it. Crowds into it. The conditions. You're up 10. The catastrophe here. The Jets not having a great game, and you can bring him back with an interception very quickly or a turnover. And I think that Brown may have moved on the left side. Ball start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Third down. Brett Brown back off the concussion and with a contract extension this week. Well, you'll see it up at the top of your screen, but watch right here. This is going to be a sack coming out there, and these guys are covered on this side. That might have been a break for the Patriots because it would have been a bang-bang play or a throwaway. And now you're back at 3rd and 18, operating at the 12. And another flag comes out. This is not a break situation. It's right guard. Ball start. 71. 5-yard penalty. We had 2 total flags for the first 2.5 quarters of this game.
Damn,
and
this
now
nigga,
we've had
the running back for the fucking
on the Patriots on this drive.
came in for Nick Chubb.
Right there.
He's scoring.
But the defense on purpose. They go
My show trying to get the pause. She's still working. That's it.
He's got a deep man in Hodge, and he cannot hold on. It's Melifonwu.
You getting your niggas killed now.
Backup safeties coming up with big plays
in a row.
back to back. Walker and Melifonwu.
Melifonwu just playing in the hole right here, and watch him just read this route, see the quarterback's eyes, and then breaking right as that ball is released.
Mac Hollins could not hold on. 18, not 12, beg your pardon.
Beautiful job, too. Not head hunting, not going low, but going right after the ball, the connection point where the receiver's bringing it in.
I'm bringing niggas out here getting knocked out.
Opinion with the punt. And out of bounds it will go. No return for Raymond.
Come on, man.
Jared Goff and company back to work. Former Pac-12 quarterback, and currently the Pac-12 has been as good of a conference as any. Prime's back in action, limping in after getting demolished by Oregon, and now you got to face arguably the number 1 pick in next year's NFL draft and one of the most high-powered offenses in all the country. Massive game, big noon kickoff live from Boulder at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Rob and company, and then USC in Colorado in one of the games of the season of the Pac-12. Hand off for Zonovan Knight.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, boy. That 2 niggas in a row, they get killed.
That's the 4th penalty against the offensive line for Detroit today. That one on Frank Ragnow.
Inside, and you can see your left-hand side of the screen, and he gets the edge, but
he clean hit, bro.
Defensive lineman down on top of him. That's Timmy Moore.
Can't get mad at that.
But still rotation, fresh up front, and then just the players they have.
Like,
on the inside.
Goff loads it up, and he connects right in front of Terrell. Again, we talked about Terrell. A corner is covering a tight end, and I know Laporta's got some receiver in him, but that's how physical of a player that DJ Terrell is.
Well, hey, Jack Dodd said he ain't no host yet.
Guy up when he got outside the numbers, tight end, but right now you can see they're just going to play zone against that because these guys can flat out get it done from the receiver position as tight ends spitting outside the number.
Second down, 13. Goff on the cross to St. Brown, and a diving tackle is made by D. Alford. The secondary man, and a chase St. Brown down after a gain of 6.
On the short motion, right inside, you've got him coming in there, short motion, and then watch the traffic.
I think y'all would have been, y'all wouldn't have heard as bad if it was Stephon Gilmore that got hurt.
Trailing St. Brown and wrapping him up. That's a really nice play.
Is there slot corner?
We lost.
Georgia native.
Yeah, y'all should be straight though.
3rd down and 7 here. Greg Reynolds is next to Goff. Atlanta brings 4. Goff delivers. Too tall.
Damn, Jay Goff on more guy down his man stretched up.
Green, the rookie out there. I told you David Onyemata had something to do with the pressure. Would you believe me, Mark?
Yeah, he is definitely brought.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. That
right there,
few
but
touchdowns.
that's probably fortunate because here comes the corner off. That's Hughes coming off there. That would have been a big play.
So stupid.
Mike Hughes back to return this Jack Fox punt.
No, yeah, niggas is getting hit, bro. They just showed one. We got reds on one on the other.
It's a shorter punt. There was contact made. It may have been his own teammate, D. Alford, that made the contact on Hughes. Alford's a little worse for the wear, and a good job by Mike Hughes to make sure he secures that ball.
Broncos getting super hit. Yeah, they driving. We got them on red zone. Lamar just scored a touchdown. Lamar! This nigga, my cousin just texted me. You scored the ball with Bijan, man. I'm killing my parlay. I'm sorry to this man.
Looking over there and watch his eyes, okay? So that's a long time to be looking at it because now 2 guys are there. I think this play will determine a lot. To your question, I would come back to you in a second.
3rd and 13. Oh, no.
Yeah. I'll probably tune into a little bit of it. Once y'all start whooping their ass, I'm start watching.
What was your question?
Fuck no. Not when y'all winning. Fuck no. I say that shit live for every. I do not like watching the Cowboys when they win. I only like watching them when they lose and close out. If y'all win in a close game, I'll tune in. But if y'all beating their ass, no. I'm not standing around for an ass whooping. But if it's close, yeah, I'm gonna stick around and watch.
To me, the way he's lined up today, I would entertain the idea of that.
Oh yeah. I'm still trying to find out if they're real or not. I'm doing my research.
And just because you do that, it's just a rough day. Sometimes somebody has someone's number. Doesn't mean you can't go back. But this team needs to score. It's a big game. It's a possibility. Fan base will love to say that.
Hell yeah, I don't know if you're here. We peep what you put it down. Yeah, man. Right, on my bench. That's pissing me off. The running back for the Dolphins on my bench. He going, oh, come on, Dad.
Charles Harris is
like
first
5
of the
sacks.
season, the 5th of the day for Detroit.
Well, you're running off the play pass right here. And I tell you what, one-on-one with the fullback Harris, there's just nothing open down the field.
Yeah.
Nowhere for Ritter to go.
They just out.
That's what you talked about when you talk about marrying rush and coverage. You had to cover that time with the deep routes.
5 sacks, 9 hits, 10 hurries, yo. Offensive line.
It's batted into the air and picked
Fuck.
off.
He's staring him down from the get-go.
Romeo Okwara was deflecting that ball. They're going to rule it incomplete, though. Tracy Walker snared it, but it's going to be ruled as an incomplete pass. There's the knockaway by Okwara, and that's a free ball. Walker came flying in. And, seemingly
Oh, I don't know if he got it.
You see it on the backside.
Oh, he didn't catch it.
Yeah, right
He
through his
didn't.
lead.
Yeah, he didn't catch it.
It's right there.
Oh, man, they're going to throw the challenge flag, and I don't think they're going to win this one.
No.
I don't think this is a
You
great
see,
challenge.
you
I'm sure
be a
they
little
can
bit
get
ahead of you.
full
The
complement of
replay.
looks upstairs for
Yeah, the
Detroit right
replay,
away, but
let's
I think
see.
this is going to be a wasted challenge.
Well, I love the fact you mix it up if you're Detroit. Check it out defensively.
Oh, they called it incomplete challenge. What should they show you so much of?
Bring the pressure from deep in the middle of the football field. You drop off a defensive end. He deflects the ball. I mean, it's just in unison, perfect unison. And there you see, right between the legs.
It's still
it is.
until about there.
Did it touch?
I don't know.
I think right here. Doesn't it touch? Yeah, it touched
even before that, that's incompletion. But I see what the guys upstairs were looking at. Yeah.
I will say this. Great effort by Walker.
Sure.
Great effort.
Yeah, but you can tell Dan Campbell, I think by the time they got that definitive look upstairs from the Detroit staff, they already probably told Dan, hey, throw that challenge flag right now, or we might win this thing. By that point, you kind of got that clear look at it hit the deck.
We trash. I ain't got nothing to
about
say.
what's going on right now and how valuable that can become because Detroit's dominated this game. And yet it's only 13-3.
It's a 10-point game. It feels like it should be more based off about their defense.
Right, you're going to lose the timeout. Game with a whole quarter and a quarter and change to play.
Yeah, we're gonna get third win. We need that. Still trash. That'll probably be the only win we get against that division. Is the Commanders.
We disagree, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I am displeased.
Shaking their head. What the heck's going on around here?
John Kaminsky's back in the game. Up front for Detroit. Ritter, deep shot, and nobody was
They
looking for it.
pushing the hype train for him to get
Ben Collins
MVP.
was a great deep ball threat. But that's
Hey,
now seven
that's a very
consecutive third
heavy
downs
narrative
that
right
Atlanta
now.
has not been able to convert.
Well, they're just going all go here on a deep ball, and there's just no communication. I mean, it's just this whole offense is just off right now, and it's all about not running the ball. Not running the ball creates a situation where you're just not protect the quarterback, and your passing game is just off.
Very short punt this time, all the way up to the 33.
I don't know, guys. It ain't looking good for us today.
On the play, and now both teams
Still
getting
got
a little physical with one another.
That Keenan
Check
Allen
that
just
marker
threw
for
it
just a
touchdown?
48-yard pinion punt.
Dolphins are back. Ain't even. Oh, Reek.
Personal foul, face mask during the kick. 15-yard penalty will be enforced at the end of the kick. First down.
Carissa Thompson's with us. She's got a game break for us. CT.
Thank you so much, Adam. Justin Herbert. How about this? Goes it backwards. Keenan Allen, who's then going to do his best quarterback impersonation. Mike Williams.
So does that count as a touchdown?
That's Keenan Allen's first passing touchdown of his career. Chargers up 21-10 in Minnesota.
Does he get credit for the kick?
Couple of teams trying to avoid going to 0-3 up in Minnesota today.
Now you put yourself in a tough position because that was offense. 54 seconds left here. You know, you have a bad challenge.
Lose the points. I'm about to say you gonna because that was about 7-yard back.
Like Calais Campbell. Stops Gibbs right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell just in his 16th year being so physical. You can see him right here. Just watch the physicality.
That's what they were showing. He fumbled the snap. He fumbled it.
Get off.
That's funny.
I'm telling you
That
what,
didn't take it out.
that is textbook how to defend the
This
run.
ain't even a kick return.
Doing that your 16th year.
Oh my God.
NFL Man of the Year a few years ago.
Who would have thought
That is
to start
a
in Texas
phenomenal career.
2019, he won the award. Denver native.
Texans.
Off the hands of Laporta, and Gibbs and Flowers both collided trying to get it. That could have been a very fortuitous play.
Offense is not helping us out at all.
It's incomplete.
Well, they're running a little two-man game right inside. We've got, obviously, Grady Jarrett, and then we've got Onyemata, and you see the two-man game inside, creating some pressure there. That was almost just like you draw it up. All the one dude's hands into the other guy's hands.
Practice the tip drill. Here's Goff. Wants to go deep. Goes deep.
There we go.
To the Falcons. It is already a third interception on the season for Jesse Bates. Had 2 in week 1.
All right, Green Bay.
When he won Defensive Player of the Week.
Who's y'all
He
too?
just snatched that
Oh,
from
no,
Jared
Jordan
Goff
Love. What
to
the
set
fuck was
Atlanta
that?
up in plus territory.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and they're just running basic. They call this dagger right here. Run people off, throw it underneath.
That pressure
cutting route.
is getting in his face.
Brown, and it's just an overthrow.
Yeah.
And there's Bates. Great hands, secures the ball. And the Atlanta Falcons back in business.
A second interception from Goff this season.
All right.
Born on the south side of Chicago.
South side Chicago.
Sometimes they not many can punt like him. Not just his distance or space, but his accuracy. And that's why they move all these years.
Courtesy lead line, though. 110 to 40. I got Raheem at 36. King Allen with 31. Christian Capture that had 22.
And it's a completion. How many yards they got? No game.
No.
The quarterback, though, when he does that, feels better. Sure, he does. That's the end of the third. 15 minutes to go. You're watching the NFL on
cheese there. That's the cheese there.
Team here, the field goal unit, excuse me, they're over the midfield.
Damn it. I do not have my laptop charged on. It goes. Shit, I'm at full strength. Let's see this royal lady. The moment of truth is upon us. Let's work. HP to HP. We have the charges. Back like you never left.
Over midfield, I was confused by the incomplete pass. Let's watch the field goal from Matt Gay.
Yeah.
You get everybody blocked the right play. Throwing blitzes deep up.
Similar field goals. It's always about the guy out there kicking.
This one from 53. Gay has already been hit today.
383 passes without one until he threw the pick six last week against Seattle. Throws one to Jesse Bates, who's already got 3 of them this season. He tossed it to the family. And now that sets Atlanta up at the plus 43 to start this fourth quarter, down by just 10 despite a dominant Detroit effort on defense. And it's Algier.
There you go.
Still on his feet, so tough to bring down. He works for just 3 yards. Hard-earned they were before Brian Branch finishes it off. Give me a sense of what you want to see from Atlanta's offense, which has been outscoring its opponents in the first 2 games of the fourth quarter, 27-0.
Well, I want to take advantage of all the blitz and the pressures you've been getting. You beat the world match from the outside. How about a screen? We saw one in the first quarter. We really haven't seen one since. They tried one that was incomplete at the end of the first half. A little screen and then play action on first down to take advantage of those blitzers and all that pressure you're
Yeah,
getting.
but that's on. Because the other nigga talking about
Give it to him again. Algier. It's played by Jerry Jacobs, the corner up in the box. It's going to set up third down and 5. This feels like one of those drives where Atlanta needs to take advantage when you get such good field position.
Right.
Right.
What he
Remember,
said.
This game is still, it's a 10-point ball game right now. Atlanta can get themselves right back in a game where they've been dominated on this third down.
Ritter throws it to the stick, and it's incomplete for Drake London, who's had a quiet day today. Cam Sutton in coverage, the former Pittsburgh Steeler.
Offense staying
on the
field.
Yep. We talked to Arthur Smith about this yesterday. Atlanta's been aggressive, or was aggressive on fourth down last week. A lot of fourth down and 5 and less. And in plus territory, they're going to go for it on 4th and 5 here.
I feel you, bro.
Ritter needs it, throws it.
Come on, bro.
Matched up with Branch, and Atlanta cannot take advantage
Come on, bro.
of the best starting field position of the day.
Well, Branch right down here on the bottom, and I tell you what, you're just man-to-man all across the field right now in Detroit, and
you put it on, though.
First down right there. Dan Campbell loves it. Aggressive, and that's just not being afraid on fourth down. Say, hey, man, we're going to man up. We think our guys are better than your guys. That's what they're telling you right now with the pressures. And now Detroit has.
That's you, man. What you getting mad for? Throw it better, nigga.
Position.
Frustrating day for Ritter and the Atlanta offense. Now Jared Goff from the 38-yard line. On the bootleg, he finds St. Brown, who is able to get away from Richie Grant and add a first down with 17 yards on that catch and run.
Remember how we talked
Damn,
about defensive ends just flying down the line of scrimmage? That time Atlanta does it. Just sold out. Watch, sold out to stop the run down here. And then all of a sudden you come out wide open spaces for Jared Goff. It's a way to take advantage of the way they're playing against you defensively.
There's Gibbs. Out to the 40-yard line.
Oh, he's yelling at the coach.
Came in talking about the smash mouth potential.
You're sorry.
Game,
You're
right?
trash.
The running game has really gotten going. Credit to these fronts of Atlanta and Detroit defensively. But now you're in the fourth quarter, and Detroit's got the lead. This is the time where you're trying to run the ball and burn some clock.
Now you're just trying to lean on people, be heavy on people. And that was a good start with that run right there down the gut.
Gibbs again. Oh, wow, he slithers through the hole for a first down and continues to punish on his way to the 29-yard line.
It's a really good job. And watch Cade Nellis right here in the middle get caught. Double team up front. Here he is off the block. That's Jackson. Really nice. And then tough running. Gibbs, not the biggest guy, but physical, tough run on the inside. They love that from a rookie running back.
No David Montgomery today. No Taylor Decker. No Halapuli Body Vaitai on that offensive line. They're still trying to pound the ball forward with Gibbs. And a first down. And Jahmyr Gibbs sets up first and goal for Detroit.
Offense has failed us this game.
Right here, watch this double team inside. Just, I mean, you want to talk about throwing Animata on the outside and opening up a wide lane for Gibbs. And that's what, when you run the ball, when you lean on people, when you stay physical, those 2 and 3 and 4 yard gains early in the game become breakout runs late in the game.
21 yards, a career long for Gibbs. First and goal. Looking for his first NFL touchdown, perhaps. Here he is. And a good job by A.J. Terrell to get there first, and the rest of the Falcons rally.
You gotta love a corner that'll run support. You know, when your corners run support, you know what that means about your football team? You're a tough football team. Corners will come up inside, in traffic. I mean, Gibbs isn't even down. A.J. Terrell already celebrated. Great play by that young man.
Fake Terrell. Goff, one-on-one. It is St. Brown in front of Flowers.
What was that?
Flowers runs him out.
Oh,
third down and goal from inside the 5-yard line.
T-Butt.
Really good job by Flowers. Just up here one-on-one, as you talked about. Staying with his inside leverage. And then just
dang, come on, bro.
Football on the out route. That's a, I mean, that placement is perfect. Flowers just does an amazing job.
Struggled last week. A lot of plays where he could not finish. He got a good play there. It's third down and goal.
Choking that nigga.
Goff keeps
Come
it
on,
this
bro.
time and rumbles in for a touchdown. His first rushing touchdown as a Detroit Lion.
Can he jump up there?
Well, we talked about it. When those defensive ends sell out on the run, it opens up the edge for your quarterback, for your jet sweeps, and nobody in this building expected Jared Goff to take off with that football.
He had 10 of those as a member of the Los Angeles Rams when he was the number 1 pick in 2016. Got traded to Detroit before the 2021 campaign. They're trying to take this team back to the playoffs.
Oh, man, y'all niggas trash today.
Bills are going to be 2-1. Come back with a couple of wins after the Jets beat them on that big old Monday night. It all starts at noon Eastern with the NFL today.
He said, "But I'm holding on till I can't hold on." He said, "That sound was gonna look good on the top of that again."
But I think the Jets won that first game. And they took it to him.
Derek Carr is out for the game.
Provided some of that as well.
I mean, shit.
Bring in
That's a
James.
monster game. I think mine was the class of the AFC right now.
Don't hold the same weight as it was if you were winning.
See if he can do what he needs to do, and that's keep it inside the 20. He does at the 13. 10:46. Is it going to be a new script or the same old movie? Then we come back.
Subway refreshed every day, and now they're slicing their deli meats fresh. That's why the new Subway steak subs are preferred by this QB.
Slicing the deli meats. Now how you was in the first quarter, in the first half, I am about this. I'm scared to look at my fantasy. Oh, here we go. Pray for me. Oh, did he stump in a mud hole? I could sure could use that 28 points on my bitch right now. Good thing I did not start Desmond Ritter. This nigga only got 5 points. And I told you, when the best thing for you to do. Yeah, no.
They go 4 and out, and then Goff drives him down the field for a touchdown, and suddenly it's a 17-point Detroit lead. Unit Malcolm Rodriguez is there to shut down any chance for a long return. Back to the touchdown stick.
Well, we talked about how selling out for the run. Here's Calais Campbell, and watch him just pitch hard inside, and they take advantage. Great play calling by Ben Johnson, understanding what they're trying to do, sell out to stop the run, and look at my man Calais Campbell. 16 years in this league. I am too smart, too experienced to make that mistake. He's disgusted with himself. Boy, I tell you what, he's played a good game today.
Now Desmond Ritter, who's 2 for 8 throwing the football since halftime, needs another comeback. But this one's on the road. Time running out in a 3-score game. Pumps twice, sidearm sling, incomplete. Algier was the closest receiver. Anzalone came in on coverage.
Try to run the little double move to the top to Drake London. And I tell you what, Cam Sutton says, I ain't having it.
And no, thank you, sir. Hutchinson was there too.
Well, you can't get full. In this position of the game, you're up.
Oh, no.
You get fooled by stuff like that.
This guy wasn't fooled either. He has been fooled all time. Ryan Branch is playing another very strong game in his rookie campaign.
What a player from what we talked about it. Just understanding, little swing pass. Watch him right here. Just watch this. Understand, diagnose, explode past the rookie running back, Robinson. That is rookie on rookie right there. And Ryan Branch wins it. Kid has been all over the place. What a find out of Alabama.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of great players come out of that school. Ritter past the sticks, he connects with Mac Hollins. One of the best deep ball threats on this Atlanta roster. He picks up a huge gainer, 23 on 3rd and 14.
Wow.
That was a must-have for Atlanta's offense.
That was a great throw. Great protection. Detroit all of a sudden not bringing the heat. Sitting back playing coverage.
Now Pitts underneath. So Detroit seems like they're willing to give up the middle of the field short right now.
Well, Detroit's willing to give up receptions for time on the clock right now, especially in the middle of the football field because they're sitting with a 17-point lead right now. So we'll let drive at about 6 yards a clip.
And that's what happens when it's a 3-possession game. If it was a 2-possession game, that might change that philosophy a little bit. But you have so much cushion, yes, with a 3-score lead for Detroit. Jacobs will come out for Jerry Jacobs, the corner for Detroit. Robinson wasn't really looking for that one, and it's incomplete. Third down coming up, so Tom, game break, CT.
Thank you so much, Adam. Vikings down 21-10 to the Chargers. Kirk Cousins finds KJ Osborne. He's going to take this one all the way as he flies into the end zone for the 36-yard score. Vikings still down 21-17 at home.
CT, third down and 5 here. Jacobs was back in the game defensively. Incomplete. Hollins was covered by Jacobs. Just came back after missing a play. And a flag throw.
Number 23, defense. Automatic first down.
Well, this little hand-to-hand combat right there between both guys. I think Jacobs saying, man, I got pushed first.
No, it's like, no, that is not the case.
You know who they call in those instances. The guy who pushes back.
The second man.
Right, the second guy.
It sounds like a guy that, like, it's coming from a guy who's retaliated a lot in his playing days. There's Robinson and Brian Branch is there for the stop. The NFL average for yards per carry, so just to give you context, is 4.5. Bijan Robinson has been held to 3.5 today. After a 100-plus yard game last week. There's that crossing route, and Michael Pruitt gets the first down. Came across the middle that time and then added some yardage to it. We approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter.
And the clock keeps on ticking. Tick, 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 tick. We talked about it. Go ahead. Let them throw it underneath. Let them catch that ball underneath. Tackle them. Make them play. Make them drive the length of this football field at 5-6 yards a clip. We'll give you that.
Here comes McNeil, and it's short. Not a great platform for Ritter to throw from because of that pressure from the third-year man at North Carolina State.
Yeah, he put the pressure on, but at some point, you've got to be able to take a shot. If you're Atlanta, at some point, you've got to take a shot. You don't have time in a three-possession game to keep going down the field at 5 yards a clip. McNeil comes in clean on that one.
So again, they go short on second down, and spinning away is Janu Smith. End up setting up third down and short here. And again, down to 7 minutes the clock now in a three-possession game. Low snap handled by Ritter. Algier. Depends on the forward progress. He got close to the sticks.
You ran out of time, Artie. These niggas just cooking. Shit that went out on these whole ass niggas.
Comes up with a big play for the first. Hutchinson with a sack.
And Hutchinson, watch this. Just watch this spin move back in. He's going to catch him with his back arm right here. Bam! Catch him with the back arm. We used to call that the ninja spin right there. Catch him with the back arm. Really hard to defend. Beautifully executed.
Sixth Detroit sack of the day. Smith gets chopped down by Melifonwu at the 22-yard line. Back to the sack for Hutch.
Wow, you're going to see that move inside right here and just get to the quarterback. Yes, sir. My first one.
3rd and 6. Atlanta trying to keep the drive alive. They do with Kadero Hodge. It's 1st and goal. Again, though, the clock down to 5.5.
Well, like we talked about in that three-possession game, this is really hard to do. If you're not going to put a big play over the top, and they're going to have to design one coming up if they get this ball back on, I don't know if they'll onside kick it. I would imagine they would if they score here.
To the end zone for London, and incomplete. Cam Sutton in coverage. Drake London still that one big 28-yard catch in the first half. That's it.
That is it. They've done a good job saying we're bringing pressure. We trust our corners one-on-one with these guys, and Sutton nice there.
Second down and goal for Atlanta with 5:15 remaining. Robinson is lined up on the outside here with Algier as the back. Now Robinson. Play clock was winding down. Might be a delay game. Yep.
Delay game. Offense.
Are you a glass half full or a glass half empty guy?
I try to be, as I age and get some more wisdom, I try to be a glass half full guy.
Well, it pushes you back a little bit, gives you a little bit more operating space from the standpoint of throwing it. And you can see the disappointment right there because that's how he grades himself. Yeah, Ritter says, man, I want to get out of the huddle. I want to be on time. I want to do all those things well. Obviously not there.
30-0.
Back to the 12 for second down and goal. Ritter underneath, right into the hands of the Lions defense. London brought down by Branch. Third down and goal coming up. And this drive, which started with about 10 minutes left on the clock, it's taken a long time, almost 5 minutes, just about now.
Well, I don't know about that throwing a 2-yard route.
Right.
Get it in the end zone right here.
Underneath, it's Pitts. He gets stopped by Jacobs. Fourth and goal. Obviously, you got to go for it here.
That shit's sorry, Art.
Well, 2 throws in a row. Oh, were they?
Let's see.
We're getting a chicken unit.
So the thought process behind this is it's a 3-score game. You have to get a score now. Why risk the touchdown and say you don't get it? Now you're basically eliminated from the game. The field goal at the very least keeps you in the game. This is a 24-yarder from Coop. You're going to have to onside kick it more than likely coming up anyway. So get the score that's guaranteed, and that's
giving the Jets
that's all they've got
first
today.
and goal.
That shit, throw that.
Because you
Butt
can't
cheek.
push a receiver out of the end zone.
I'm gonna retire from fantasy football. I'm gonna retire. He ain't even fun no more. This nigga, I'm gonna punch this nigga, guys. Oh my gosh, this would make me sick to my stomach.
First career touchdown. Intense, important situation. And now, trying to make it a 3-point game for multiple.
That is sick. That is sick. That is sick. Bro, Raheem Mostert got 45. Justin Jefferson came out of nowhere and got 24. Deshaun Watson got 21. I'm getting Colorado whooped right now. Ugh. Horrible.
As the Lions take on the Packers in the end zone.
Ooh, that's the sounds. Oh man. Let us hang on to our seats. Romeo Dobbs with the drop.
Your first sack of the season for Aiden Hutchinson. His sister sang the national anthem today. His whole family is in the building, as they always are. The second-year man with one of 6 Detroit sacks today. Fair catch from Raymond out to the 25-yard line. Detroit with a 14-point lead. So when we're done here, most of you will see Bears and Chiefs. Bears limping into this matchup with a Kansas City team that Detroit beat on opening night. Chiefs looked good against the Jags last week. Cowboys have outscored their opponents, 70-10 the first two games, and the Cardinals have had leads late and have not been able to hold on. So a lot at stake in week 3, especially for the underdogs, the Bears and Cardinals going up against KC and Dallas.
It's only a matter of time before KC puts their offense together. Defensively, they were great last week, but they put that offense together. You know what's going to happen.
Well, it helps when you have Kelsey and Chris Jones back, right? Obviously, that helps. Craig Reynolds, nice run. And you're in the 4-minute offense mode now. Atlanta has all of its 3 timeouts to try to stop the clock in a 2-possession game. Detroit trying to churn these final minutes away and get to 2-1 in year number 3 for Dan Campbell. This is a group that has won 9 of its last 12 games, going back to their turnaround last year.
Great way to start it off right there with a 8-yard first down run.
And in no hurry now, right?
No, and they've been physical here in this fourth quarter, putting the drive together for a touchdown, and they're just going to continue to churn it right here.
All the way down to 0 on the play clock. Dan Campbell just put his arms over his head. Like, guys, I'm trying to get this clock moving a little bit. Let's do some TV stuff. You talk about what you talked about late, about what you talked about early. We had the running back comparison, right? Robinson against Gibbs. Gibbs, first time he's really
10-13
to try to churn some yardage out. Again, NFL average is 4.5 yards per carry. Gibbs is at 5. Robinson is down near 3.5.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's impressive. You've got to tip your cap to Detroit. They came in here undermanned, a bunch of injuries on the defensive side. Both their safeties out of the game, offensive line injuries, and they have absolutely controlled the tempo and the line of scrimmage so far today.
There's Big Penei Sewell out there blocking for Reynolds. He gets the first down, but we have to check the penalty markers.
Control the pace of the game. Hunter Henry is down.
Sure, Henderson. Oh.
See, Craig Reynolds indicating it should be a defensive holding.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Holding, number 90, defense. Holding, number 8, offense. Those fouls offset. Replay second down.
Onyemata and Josh Reynolds. Onyemata pleading his case. It's offsetting penalties. Do it again. I would agree with you on that.
Certainly, Reynolds got his.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, you might as well go all out. If you're going to hold him, just tackle him to the ground.
Yeah, I think Onyemata was saying, like, he let go early enough. I don't know if he used those exact words to let him know. And then Troy Anderson was shaken up on the play. Remember, he did not play last week against Green Bay. He has to come out. Second down and 2. Again, offsetting penalties. The time doesn't off the clock. Here comes Craig Reynolds, and he stumbles ads. That's a big first down for Detroit to get. I wonder if Arthur Smith will consider using timeouts here.
Still let the clock run, Hardy. It's over.
It's left a 2-minute warning plus those 3 timeouts. At this point, you're going to have to get a takeaway. You're going to have to knock the ball out of a running back's hand if you're Atlanta's defense to try to get this ball back.
Detroit taking their sweet time, not breaking the huddle till about 11, 12 seconds. Going to snap this around 1 or 2 seconds.
All the way down to 2. There's Gibbs. Laporta trying to block. Flowers is out there to make the first contact. Now Arthur Smith will use that first time out. The 2:35 to play.
See Gibbs being coached up. Wraps that ball up, 2 hands, staying inside. Making sure you stay inside. Don't go out of bounds.
See the total yardage for this game. Dominant performance by Detroit. This is just really good stuff by the defensive front. And then the offense has churned out the yardage it's needed.
Well, they've truly controlled the tempo of this game, the line of scrimmage, and dictated both on offense and defense what they were going to do to Atlanta. And make no bones about it. This is a good Atlanta team, especially when it comes to running the football.
Yep.
And Detroit has really had their great plan by Aaron Glenn and that defensive unit.
Back to Reynolds. Tackled and bounced. Nice play defensively by Grady Jarrett. And Arthur Smith will use a timeout. So we talked about the ultimate goal right now for both of these teams, trying to make the playoffs, right? It hasn't been since 2016. Lions haven't won a playoff game since Barry Sanders' third year in 1991. So to make all of you feel old, or for those of you who are young to feel like it's a history lesson right now, this is the context for the last time the Lions won a playoff game.
That's right. Where'd their playoff run end? Do you remember? In Washington against me, and I dispensed justice, Adam.
I figured you were going to go there on your own. You didn't need me to hold your hand on the way there.
I am my favorite subject.
1991 season, Wayne Fontes was the coach of the year.
They were a good football team. They really had a great season in 1991.
Oh, inside, yeah, they did this last week against Seattle with Amon-Ra St. Brown getting the little inside trap play. Onyemata with the stop. And a timeout for Atlanta. Now, again, Atlanta is going to fall to 2-1, more than likely. Detroit will be 2-1, so that's why we highlight the 54%. These are still two teams that are off to good starts. Atlanta with two strong finishes to their games, comeback last week. They're going to have on Thursday. They're going to go to London. They got to play the London game against Jacksonville. Meanwhile, Detroit's got a short week coming up on Green Bay on Thursday night against the Packers. So it's a key start for both
Let's
these
see what
teams.
the Pats do. Defense needs to hold.
Saints and Packers are still in action. If we still have some time, we'll get you some bonus coverage because we're feeling generous before America's Game of the Week. Saints led 17-0. Packers have scored 11 unanswered with still 5 minutes to play at Atlanta. Jack Fox, this guy skies punts. Unreal hang time for Jack Fox, and still got 52 yards on the boot. One of the best runners in the game.
He has totally flipped the field in this game. It's one of those secret weapons. I mean, watch the reaction. Yes, he's like me, celebrating himself. Way to go.
Listen, I know we joke about it, but you should celebrate yourself every day, right? It's an important thing to feel good.
Okay.
And that guy feels good.
Oh, right there.
Riley Patterson, his fellow battery mate, giving him some love as well.
Man, he is not only rooted the ball deep, but the hang time today.
No shots
been
for
remarkable.
No shots really for long returns at all. So no timeouts for Atlanta. 2:17 left. Do they have a big play in them? Do they have a deep strike? They're going to have to go short. The clock's going to go to the 2-minute warning. Robinson just lost his helmet, and Brian Branch, the fellow rookie, delivered the blow, but the flag is thrown. And yeah, that's a helmet penalty. It's either a headbutt, a ram, or a spear. I'm sure you could make a case for one of those being the active language on that particular play and that collision.
Foul, number 32, defense, 15-yard penalty.
Branch on Robinson, Brian on Brian. Or Brian on Bijan, I should say. Man, when we talk about Brian Branch, he continues to play
He's awesome, and I know that's a flag in today's game, but that's a great hit. That's a great play, great reaction time. Really hit him in the helmet with his chest.
Oh, and Walker nearly had the pick.
Hey, is that not holding?
And the thing about that, Bijan Robinson, I mean, he jumped down to protect himself.
Well, you literally held him and laid
I
on him.
understand why we call it. I understand why it's.
Well, you're not talking about the helmet being the good play. You're talking about his reaction time and getting to the ball. It's a different play to have your helmet, but I don't think he cares at this point.
Yeah, they just. Well, I'm saying his chest hit the helmet of Robinson. There we go again.
Get this nigga off the TV. At the 2-minute warning, this ball game's over, and the defense of Detroit deserves to celebrate with a dominant performance. A lot of criticism over the course of the first couple of weeks. It's been answered today.
Get these niggas off the TV.
See these safeties? These that reveal the hope on these two. inside here.
Safety.
Just what they didn't need as Judon makes the big play that may just win the game for the Patriots.
Judon, we haven't called his number a ton today. He was playing well. What a spin move. You know, in big plays, you know, decide the outcome of games. All the great pass rushers do it. And he uses his spin move. He's been setting it up. Get up wide. Boom. Spin back under. And that.
Such a big
safety. I mean, that's
the safety, and the Patriots will be getting the football, which
Lord, finally finna win. Finally, for the first time in a long time.
be the first to tell you how much
It's disappointing.
Bill Belichick has raised his game since coming over from Baltimore. His second sack
I've been
today.
defending my quarterback. I don't know.
Huge
I can't defend him after this game.
defense.
watch right here. Boss. Right here, Jim.
Yeah, Brees Hall wide
Right
open.
here.
Yep.
And honestly, they're going to get at least half the 10 yards back and get tackled, but you don't give up the 2 points and the football. Those are the plays that are winning plays, I call it. It's like you're not going to get the first down, but you can't just stand there and wait for it.
Okay, now the free kick. Wish that Miles Brung is back deep. Oh, is that brushed?
Best player on their team.
Yeah, back to the 5.
That's incredible.
And to the 15. That kick right there just kept the Jets in the game.
I agree with you. That he had to go back 30 yards to go get that punch.
Coming up after the game, the State Farm postgame show with JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Coward. The wrap up on the 1 o'clock games, the scores and highlights coming up on the State Farm postgame show. Now you got the 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And you pinned New England back at the 15-yard line. That thing was absolutely slaughtered.
He punted from the 20 to the 5.
It's like 75 yards in the air.
Brilliant mathematician.
Patriots trying to add to the 143 yards on the ground.
Good job by the defense, too.
As Mosley, the tackle and the timeout called by the Jets after a gain of 3.
This game isn't even close to over, by the way. That punt, like you just described, which you don't punt it 75 yards in the air, like a 60-yarder would be insane, right? And I get that you can walk into it, but I'm saying that's incredible. And with hang time to get down there, you can find it maybe, but now you go ahead and get
Thank you,
get the ball back with 2 minutes.
Scream.
Minute 50 easily with no timeouts and maybe be at the 50-yard line.
Decent field position.
Patriots need 1 first down, and they're lining up to win the football. This is what you talk about at training camp all the time. Closing games out in the 4-minute offensive call. This is a 2-minute to different way.
In the round, it's Douglas, and he's stopped about 3 yards short of the first.
All those years, the Patriots always saved something, right? For late in game, like a double pass, throw it to a tackle. There's the reverse.
Big third down play coming up after the break. We've got 2 minutes to go.
Lord help us all. Help us all. We just trying to win.
Lunch? Yes, please. That'll be 20.
Oh, and the Falcons, that game is official. First L of the
All right, so the
season.
Lions get their second win of the season, handing the Falcons their first loss. 20-6 is the final in just a bit. It's America's game of the week. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs will host the Chicago Bears. Some of you will see that. Others will get Dak and the boys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. That's in just a bit. But first, I've got a little bonus coverage for you. The Packers were down to the Saints 17-0 going into the fourth quarter. They've come back and taken the lead by 1. Here's
Got the Saints blowing the lead?
Winston sees that, and he's attacking.
From the Green Bay 42, Winston to the outside of that pass. Broken up by Rudy Ford.
This is Juwan Johnson. Haven't called his name much. Looks like someone really ran a wrong route. To be honest, he's right matched up against Rudy Ford. Olave's there. Too much traffic, but that wasn't a good ball. But a great pass breakup by Rudy Ford.
We welcome a new audience. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Shannon Spake from
Jonathan Vilma, hell yeah.
Green Bay.
Yeah, watch this shit.
Nothing lead in the fourth quarter. The
Yeah,
Packers have scored the last 18 points. Winston in for the injured Derek Carr. Pass caught by Olave. And he is close to a first down.
Almost running up on the 2 minutes, but that's where they should be attacking.
He did pick up the first.
Really should say that's who they should be attacking.
2 minutes remaining. Packers home opener. They have a 1-point lead. Jordan Love outstanding.
Well, the Falcons game is over, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Here's what you do.
Until the next time.
Gotta
We're
get
going to do
sacked.
the same shit again next week.
Thank you very much. What else?
How about sack of all trades?
Boom, sakalaka, sack.